quick disclaimer before the video begins. Obviously, it's probably the longest one I've done ever, and it's divided into sections. So, for example, if you're interested in a JoJo character roster, go to the JoJo section, JJK. But obviously, you don't have to watch all of it. But for those who know me in the community, I definitely do think it's important to stick to the end and watch the last part, because I have some personal thoughts to give to you guys, both bad and good. Anyways, enjoy! Hello everybody, Nitro's my name, Gene's my game. You think I'm lame, then get away from my fame. Today's a very special video, so I'd appreciate all the support for this niche, because I technically have spent hours on it in a sense. So for Shonen Unleashed, 10 rosters, 7 variants, 1650 upvotes / stars. I wish I could put a better number, but I had to calculate like 45 suggestions combined. That's really funny. 42 movesets as of making this video. I have made a bunch of suggestions for Shonen Unleashed in terms of like movesets, character designs in general, and this is kind of my pitch for the future of the game, kind of, because I've done a lot of important characters with some niche, some side. Overall, really nice variety. Obviously, here I put a bunch of antagonists on the thing, but you know, these are the most recognizable ones from like each from a Shonen roster already on the game. So you know, Pucci, Pain, Boros, All For One, Ulquiorra, and much more. So we'll get through that in a second, but I'll go over like each roster, my best moveset on each, and kind of like, you know, we'll just go over them, and I'll leave the link I'll leave the trail link there for you to see, because it's public. It's just on Discord for the most part, and I don't LARP, so I know these characters pretty well, because I only focus on the ones I really want in game or the ones from series I like. So yeah. Anyways, before we go over specific ones, here's a list of all of them. I glazed myself so much I ranked them myself, but you can kind of understand like which ones are some of my better ones. I think everything above like B+ is something I think I did pretty well and probably better than most. But yeah, I'll probably be going over the highest ones. But in order, we have Douglas Bullet 9, Sekon Chocholata, Mirko, Kirishima, Kawaki variant, Toneri, Vanilla Ice, Hawks, Ishiki / Jigen, King Crimson Requiem variant, Giorno, Jogo and the Disaster Curses, Knuckle Duster, Gun Park, Rick Mazino, Tokoyami, Nagato variant, Ido Nagato variant, sorry, Overhaul variant, Muzan, Aizawa, Josuke, Ulquiorra, Minato, Overhaul, Granola, Shoto Toroki rework / variant, Marion mode variant, Ryuga, Weather Report, Stain, Hantengu, Bruno, Boros, Polnareff, Anubis variant, Jolene, Kizaru, Cars, Toga, Diavolo, Pain, Dabi variant, Lasher Prod, but that one tier lower. All For One Rewind variant, Pucci, Endeavor, All For One, Polnareff, and finally Mujin Park. So definitely some characters here are definitely niche, or it's like for manhwa, but yeah, you can see at least I did some variety. You know, at least obviously there's more JoJo and MHA for obvious reasons, but overall I spread it out, and I have hits and misses, mostly hits obviously, but yeah. All right, moving on to the actual TRELLO. Here we have a couple bloods to go through. I'll go in order. Like I said, 1 per roster, maybe 2 if it's really good. Let's say 2 for the first 2, because yo, those are the animes I'm mainly focused on. So if Cars, Polnareff, and if there's 2 cards, it means I couldn't fit the moveset into 1, so it kind of shows the depth of my skill and talent, you know. Anyways, yeah, we have Vanilla Ice. Yeah, I trolled about that one. Not trolled, but you know, it's not like a yeah. Josuke, who's getting added, so I mean, yeah, that's at least one of them got added, I suppose, even if it's not necessarily mine. This is JoJo. I was really doing anything. Giorno, Bruno, Diavolo, variant, yeah. Jolene, Weather Report, Pucci, yeah. I'll go over Polnareff and Pucci, because those are my best 2, I believe. But yeah, I'll just scroll through these if you guys are like too lazy to go through the TRELLO, even though it's linked in the description. I don't know how many times I have to say this. Anyways, yeah, I'll just go through these, and you can pause the video if you want. My most upvoted one, if you see the thumbnail on 184 stars, that's Polnareff. So yeah, let's go for it. I guess people like the GOAT, and he'd be real cool in SU, yeah. Even though, yeah, but I guess I'm the only guy who made a moveset for it, but like, I don't know if I can get added because of that, but yeah. OVA image, yeah, sure. Jean-Pierre Eiffel, that's really funny actually. I feel no fear, I only feel the will to fight. That was not accurate at all. Anyways, working for Crusader, France colors. Oh, typo here, yeah, GG's, but it's over. Armor off, it should be, I made a permanent stance, because first of all, that's how it works. It makes sense. He doesn't like change back and forth between them in a single fight. and it's supposed to have downsides compared to normal Silver Chariot, and it's not like a direct improvement, even though it technically is on paper. So I think that makes more sense. Plus, they kind of confirmed that Awakening would be Requiem anyways. So yeah, this is shit showing over getting faster, 2 damage M1s, you know, trade-offs. It's not a full upgrade. Alright, we made 6 moves for each. Let's go through them. Horror Fencing. It's like an auto-aim barrage and combo, just to reference with the Ice Peak fight. FTL Flurry. Faster than light for my power scalers. Flurry Sweep, alternatively. Silver Chariot material. I mean, I'm not gonna read the descriptions, but yeah. There's an auto-aim slash towards the enemy. You know, classic Hangman feat. Otherwise, he does a knock kick back. That can also unwall splat, you know. Quick guard break. Did I give him super armor? Yes, I did. Alright, we have some French, flexing my French knowledge. Epée Ricochet. Ricochet, it's not what it says English with you. Ragdoll, precise firing. Yeah, the classic projectile with some slight auto aim. You know, one of his stronger techniques, but makes your 5th M1 not guard break. I think that's a fair downside. It's not too convoluted. But in combo, you know, stab your opponent in the head and then do the fling directly. I got creative with that, so I am kind of proud of it. Oh yeah, like yeah. I mean, he doesn't do it necessarily, but you know, these SU movesets, you get a bit creative. You know, they can do that, so why not? And SU tends to innovate with characters with like not as many moves. Not that Polnareff doesn't have any moves, but you know, we can get a bit creative. Why not? All right, Headshot Saber. Ooh, what a tough name. Dash forward, aim and screw the enemy in the head, and then you snap their neck in combo to knock them back. Ooh! Oh, that's some fire-ass naming. I'm glazing myself, but you get it. Haha. Too slow, Vanilla Ice. Alright. Armor off moveset, rush down, sure. Enhanced speed, yeah. Bigger barrage, less damage, more DPS. Yeah. Massively faster than light fencing. Even faster lunge using your stand that slashes through whatever is in your cursor's sight in one clean sweep. Yeah, for multi-hit downward slash with this water sand. Not even an armor off move necessarily, but I got creative, so why not? And then you kick sand, blind them, so you have some like more status effects kind of moves as a combo ender if you really need. This is just like a very fast combo starter with low damage. Yeah. Chariot wheel and silver swordsmanship. Command symbols after images, and you swat enemies away and passively blocking normal projectiles before commanding them to lunge at enemies close by periodically for a limited duration. More of a technical move, right? More of a technical move, yeah. So, I mean, outside there's like more defensive, hyper armor, AoE, knocks back, or it can combo start too actually, but regardless. Okay, 8 silver chariot after images and they converge in like a sort of like a projectile. Ignore the barrage, but just the last part where they all converge in front of you. That pretty cool move, pretty standard move too. Silver swordsmanship, yeah. Divide and Conquer, the classic 7 after images converge as a projectile, can unwall splat. Or they can also barrage in quick succession with auto aim, but it doesn't necessarily stun. It drags them like Ashura Zor's projectiles, you know? Anyway, yeah. Awakening Chariot Requiem. Oh, I have to get creative for this one. I must protect this hope at all costs. I don't know how his dub sounds like. I'm just LARPing. Steps of a Chariot with the Requiem arrow. Yeah, I mean, you know the shtick. The aura, you control him. Normal M1, slow regen if you haven't been hit. Movement speed increase. Visual effects. Ultimate move with 150 points. Yeah, you know the usual shebang. So what I said, keep away. I mean, yeah, I'm just inventing archetypes, but it is what it is. So first move, Unworthy Trader. Throw the Requiem arrow as a projectile, stuns them, or you stab them in combo, but see your combo starter or extender. Pretty nifty move, and something Chariot Requiem could do realistically. Like, why not? You know, get a bit creative. Berserk Charge slash Pursuit. You know, the usual tackle, football style. But if the arrow's inside them, becomes auto aim and does more damage. You know, does it bleed too? I think am I giving it bleed? Yes, I did. Yeah, you know, usual Pursuit, Chariot Requiem. You know, yeah. Source of Shade. Oh, this is so funny. So that's fragment. All-Star Tower Defense. Think of All-Star Tower Defense. Explodes behind you, blockable, just make it bounce, auto aim. Yeah, I think it's a. Yeah, you never did this, but you know, it's like you get creative, and it's like the one way I could find to incorporate the shadow gimmick. Besides, yeah, I don't want to make it too convoluted, like I said. So yeah, this is how it looked like. All right, Transmutation and Desire to Protect. So this is just AOE startup and causes like these. I forgot what they called it. I guess homunculi, or just like merging souls, right? And it kind of warps their bodies for combo start, or ragdolls in combo, and it does more damage the more they survive this. So like I don't know, if Silver Chariot's running, Chariot Requiem's running away and doing this move only, it will do more damage eventually. So yeah. Otherwise you have a counter, yeah, AOE knocks back for some high 30 damage, and it also applies to other people in the vicinity too for 15. Kind of like, you know, make a Awakening counter has to be a bit stronger, right? And yeah, that's my logic. Alright, Soul Swap / Eternal Rest. Requiem, yeah. Makes them sleep. This is the same as Marineford Luffy's Conquer Haki, obviously, but if it's in a team's game mode or something, people will switch their characters forcibly, which I think... what did I say? Switch characters, but do not keep their HP. So, if, I don't know, your teammates lower HP than you, you get their HP. I made them switch characters too. I don't know if that's not necessarily canon. They would just have the body. So I guess if you want to make it a bit different and more realistic, it would just be like Silver Cherry Requiem switches you with your opponent if your HP is lower, and it goes to them instead. That's probably another way to do it. So yeah, this is not a moveset I did on the first try. I gave a bunch of modifications as I went on. One in his Awakening, he had like one counter as a move, like, yeah. But anyways, I improved that as it went on, because there's no need to like settle on a single moveset iteration. You can always update them and improve them, obviously, especially with feedback given. Alright, variant time. Anubis possession. Silver Chariot X Anubis. Yeah, I'm just LARPing. Yeah. And we can Silver Chariot X Anubis. Anyone I've fought before will never stand a chance of defeating me. Polnareff accidentally unsheaths Anubia. You can read Rush Down, yeah, grow stronger. Kind of like Guts, really. Adaptation, the whole shebang. Counter evasive utility, perfection. Yeah, yeah. Alright, adaptation, enhanced counter evasive ragdolls and combo starts. I mean, with another move. Yeah. Ragdolls upwards has whiff and leg. Yeah. I put 30-second cooldown. God damn. I should probably make it like, if it's successful, it reduces cooldown by like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because, yeah, counter is like, it's not like the best incentive. Okay, sword mightier than the gun. W reference name. Perfect, yeah. Blocks, deflect projectiles. Perfect blocks, deflect guard breaks. Except ultimates, obviously, bruh. Alright, with a cooldown. Alright, rapier, katana, sync. Oh yeah, stun them, grind into them, and then stun them. You know, with the sword razor, and in combo does a barrage of slashes. Sure. There was another move. I think I forgot to add one move, but it's alright. That's your combo starter / extender. X marks the spot versus Penumbra. Ooh, tough. So we tried to lunge forward and impale the opponent before you blitz through them, and Anubis outstretched. Yeah. His ultimate, Black Polnareff's ultimate in Eyes of Heaven, because you know you can give him a bunch of Anubis moves, yo. Or I mean that's a dedicated character. That's why he should be variant in the first place, because it's a fairly relevant character. Anubis X Polnareff, and it happened in the show. So. I just took a World of Stance gif and called it a day. But yeah, but it's a cool projectile. Yeah, it should just ragdoll at the end, you know, like carving slashes. I think that's a pretty cool concept, and they can make a better animation than this, obviously. The strongest sword versus Death Blossom. Now I took a bunch of Anubis moves from Eyes of Heaven. Oh my god, I'm LARPing. Sorry, Heritage for the Future. I'm so sorry. Anyway, slash downward with Anubis. Yeah, I gave them the alts of other Anubis users. Why not? Oh yeah, that's a tough combo, yo. Whew. Yeah, never did this in the show, but we ball. Alright, TRELLO, you're selling me with the format, whatever. Yeah, binding splice, quickly dash forward inside motion, something you actually did in the show. Nice. Screw the enemy arm, and then stabs them in the guts. Ooh, Jotaro, plot armor, go, let's go. Anyways, binding splice, March Star, Axe of Singer, stabbing dash, I forget. Yeah, little cinematic, high damaging move, bleeds too. I can give like the most in-depth moveset, but I think it would definitely be a cool alternative, especially with the ramping up gimmick of building up damage, M1s, and speed. You know, yeah. Overall, pretty good work, and it's probably my best moveset, or second best at the very least. Yeah, I don't think I can go over everything, but Josuke, I mean, I'll go over quickly. There's gonna be some similarities because this guy doesn't do that much in the series, obviously. I'll go through all my starboards. So starboards are movesets that hit 50 stars or more. Actually, yeah, this is not my favorite one though. I'll just go through it quickly. You can pause it if you want. I have to read the novel for this too, and I don't think I even found a single move from it. So, but it was a nice read, so I don't mind. Shallow Bread Holly. Hair Insult made a counter that boosts damage. I think that's a unique enough counter mechanic. Yeah, Dora combo. This part has already been sneaked in the SU core. I'm probably posting us update 11 anyways, so I mean you guys will see. But the first part is already in the moveset. Yeah, Dora combo in my range. You know, classic, not classic, but yeah, the ASVR level 1 alt super. Diamond double. Yeah, these are moves I feel like the SU could have added. Provide guard breaking hook followed by a clock. You know, first encounter with a star plan. That's pretty iconic, I'd say, even though it's generic too. I'm not gonna lie, but why not? Other one is Wrath Moses, bro. Yo, I suggested this, bro. This should have been added, to be honest. I know it's like just a barrage, but it's a hyper armor. You plow through and you give them a nasty hook with crazy diamond, and then elbow them viciously. This is real. I don't know why. I just had to add the elbow scene because it looks really funny. That's just really funny. It's just like enraged Josuke, really. Pink flow the kick. Yeah, this is an awakening move in SU. But yeah, I like what they did in SU though. That's probably more cool. Although I feel like this is a base move realistically, but that's cool too. I think it's called Diamond Drive, right? Dora. Delinquent Ride, the motorcycle. I think I'm uploading this by update 11, so I will say that this should be an awakening move. I don't disagree, because there's a lot of potential, even though he never actually did this shit. Iconic cap. Yo, this would have been tough though. It's sort of like projectile explosion, kind of like that. It makes sense for an awakening move, because Josuke never... Even though Josuke never did this is like one of the stronger moves he could potentially do. Just summoning a motorcycle out of nowhere. That's really funny, but yeah. Real Deadeye, I like what SU did better. Yeah, that's true. with a charged projectile does more and crumples, and this is the extender. That's fair enough. Yeah, awakening restoration. Yeah, I think that was the most balanced way to do it, but I also like what SU did. I'm not gonna like cap now. Yeah. I thought about already fix you. Yeah. We know. Heal. You can heal people with your M1s, but it drains your awakening, or so it moves, but it drains even more awakening. I think that's a very balanced and fair way to do it, just so he does get healed in base. But SU did it in a balanced way too, so I'm not complaining either. From the ground up, W naming. Yeah, that's how you create walls, but I'll admit making it as a utility is probably makes sense too. So yeah, sure. Yeah, you can use it twice. That's how it made it more flexible, versatile, you could say. Retribution, Eternalized Crumble, based on walls, yeah. Yeah, that Josuke should be the wall god, so yeah, it makes sense. This is a base move, Gut Strike, so I mean, this didn't age well, but I guess. Yeah, if you hit them in the wall, it comes a combo extender with the Yo Angelo beatdown, classic. And you have the ABA wall break, it's pretty good, but I think it works better as utility for Josuke, so I'm not gonna disagree on that front. Alright, Bloodblade, definitely, yeah, iconic, and then you fire off makeshift missile. They use the same move, they use the same name for this. I mean, I don't know who decided that, but hey, Raz, I appreciate it, at least, that's my legacy, makeshift missile coming up with the name. Anyways, yeah, MM, yeah. We're on to crazy diamond chop before, but cutting extras, yeah. That's our opponent in regards to block. Okay, I think they have I don't know if you block it, I think, I don't remember, but I think if you block it, you can't use the missile, but if you use the glass missile, it does like fall solid damage, and it ragdolls instead of stunning, so that's probably a more balanced way to go out for it, I'll admit. Yeah, I mean, we know. Personal space, I gave a bunch of assist moves from Eyes of Heaven, because, you know, they're pretty cool, but they're not adding this, so it is what it is. That's fine. That would have been cool in my opinion, but yeah, no worries about it. And take it back / fair game. I don't know what the actual name, or probably like fair play. Why am Crazy Diamond travel straight in front of you with healing punch, prone spike, yeah. I made it cool because it does percentage damage based on your missing HP. So if you're at max HP, it does more. If you're like very low, it does very little. But it does kill like, yeah. I think that's a fair way to do it. Just don't use it when the opponent's already low, right? Because it does high damage. But as you probably did, it makes it a normal beatdown, which it's fine too. No worries about it. 5-0. Yeah, if you're at 5 HP, you take 5 damage. That's fine. But that's kind of makes sense, yo. I mean, logistically speaking. Anyway, let me stop. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. There's a lot to go over. I think I'll have to limit it to 2, unfortunately. But I do insist, if you like some of these rosters, go check them out because I clicked on most of these. Again, link in the description, in comments, the 2 probably. Diablo's one of my I'll go over him quickly because I think he's one of the better ones for sure. No Doppio. Raz has insisted on this, and I agree. So Doppio can be the intro instead. Why not? That's perfect as an intro. I don't know. Yeah, I probably need a different emote because that's like very Doppio coded. I don't know why. I use Doppio gift just to show like a progression from like base to awakening. But yeah, it's epitaph. You dodge a single move right after taking damage. Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I blew away 0.5 seconds of time, fool. Oh, I forgot to darp the intros. Shit. This is a test. Wouldn't you agree? Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. You have the Abaccio Donut classic, and I think it makes sense for a base move. Unfortunate. This is so like partially a Diablo move. He muscles up, grabs you, slams you, spires you onto the ground. Pretty cool move. I don't think any other game's done this besides ASBR, obviously. Yeah. Seething Slam. Too iconic. I have to give him this Doppio move. AoE Slam. Even, yeah. Bisection. Yeah, it's a Chop. Classic. This will be in punish to give him a goofy ass counter. But yeah, have to get creative. Give him some more base moves. Why not? Against projectiles. Yeah. Deflection. Alright, moving on. We have count. Yeah. Oh, this video's already going for long. I better speed this up. Lethal Frame 2.0. Blockable, but maims them. This is a cool ability Diablo does. I feel like that could be a move. Against False Flag, gives him the round shell treatment. Why not? Yeah. So yeah, it's got a reference how he speed blitzes and like maims you. So yeah, why not? Alright, TRELLO, I guess. Premonition of Victory. Yeah, I have to get a bit creative for Awakening. Diablo will be king, just like I've always been. Oh, that was ass. Yeah. Epitaph, See Your Victory, Laugh. But Time Erase Dashes, why not? Ultimate, yeah, same utility from base, but yeah, Epitaph buffs. Genuine Anger, Heartless King. Yo, this is some of my. I love this stand. Yo, they give it a stronger donut. Time Erase donut variation if you're using Time Erase. Yeah. So you have mix-up options. Yeah. Divide and Conquer. The Chop, but it's auto aim sort of. So that's why it's like a stronger version. I think that makes sense for Awakening move. Decisive Division. Oh, it makes them. They debuffs them with the arm chop. I guess. I guess. And 1 damage reduction 50%. Yeah. Why not? That's pretty balanced. And Time Erase teleport behind them. Yeah. And you give a big chop. Not just a neutral move. It's not combo starting. Yeah. Give him the big chop. Like a pause. Trader Pulp, guard breaking punch first and then barrage, then knocks back. You know, we have to give him the barrage. Why not? It's one of the only unique moves he does that. Why not? Otherwise, I give him the ASBR grab, slams you down, uppercuts you. Ooh, that's pretty tough. It's more of a combo-oriented version. I made it blockable and not block bypass, thank God. And you can use these after time erase too, as a mix-up, even though there's no special interaction. Yeah, time erase. Yeah, I have to give them this as a move just because, you know, it's a signature ability. It's not supposed to be like an ultimate. It's not like strong like time stop where you're getting guaranteed damage, really. Yeah, high cooldown. Erase yourself from perception, everyone. Up to 10 seconds. Maybe not 10 seconds. Probably 5 is probably more balanced, but 10 is fine too. You're just like wasting your own awakening, really. Modify some of your moves. You can surprise opponents. And you can also fling Auto-Aim Blood to inflict blind onto them. I think that's a cool mechanic if your HP's low. Tomato sauce special, I guess. Iframe, speed boost. Time ration variation. Yeah, and I think refreshes your cooldowns, did I say? Lowers your cooldowns, I guess. Okay, I think it refreshes your cooldowns too. That's why he only has 3 moves that do like more damage than other awakenings. Yeah. Anyways, that's my opinion. Seeing red, yeah. Ultimate, Fated Demise, the Polnareff Execution. Pretty iconic, I have to give it. You can combo start with the blood, or otherwise it becomes a long start auto aim like lethal frame, kind of. Maybe longer. That's probably a bit too busted. But yeah. Deals less damage than the usual alt and single target, but it does inflict some debuffs. Block bar halved, I think that makes sense. Movement speed halved. Kind of strong, so I have to make it like only 6 seconds. Half screen blind, 12 seconds. That's not the worst, so that's why. And bleed, permanent bleed is like that's low-key a tough idea. It's not only 10% damage buff anyways, and slow, so it's not like a big debuff, right? Shall Diablo, yeah, skip. I will not bother going over Requiem, just know it's just like for fun. Yeah, I gave him a bunch of like all-star tower defense and like this is Project JoJo, YBA, Project JoJo again. King Crimson, yeah, King Crimson. Oh, that's Over Heaven actually, but yeah, it's the same shit. The Scythe from YBA, that's a cool move, I'll say. And Anime Vanguards, I think, yeah. And Anime Vanguards / yeah, it's just time erase, but you can attack in it. Like, wow, I know, right? Oh, Jolene's really good. I want to go over her too. Frick. I'll go over it quickly. You skim through the moves yourselves after, but I'll just show. I shall break free from the sea of stone. Alright, moving on. Oh, where was I? Yeah. String for a ride. Yeah. Mobility, why not? Or a knockout. I'll have to go through it quickly, but yeah, you get the idea. Oh, this is tough for no reason. That's funny. Marionette, sensory bind. Oh yeah, there's some good base move ideas for sure. Widow Net, bound by fate. Second combo extender for 0 damage. Why not? 0. I gave her the cuffs, so if you exceed the range, both of you take damage, but the opponent, whoever exceeded the range, takes more damage. That could be an interesting mechanic for sure. Especially if you were an expert at knocking back opponents, I suppose. Anyways, Dark Determination. Yes, she does have this. And I have no idea what else her awakening animation could be. Oh, flips you off? Yeah, why not? That's probably not allowed in Roblox, but why not? Gave her the counter. Mobius strip. Yeah. Yeah, you just negate debuffs. Why not? 1000 throws. Yeah, we know this. Survivor Sisters. Yo, tough naming, because she's fighting Survivor Enhanced. What's his name? The guard. Yeah. That's so tough. Concrete Unraveling. Oh, tough ass name. Double entendre, as they say. Extends her fist, slams him down with the ASBR grab. Yeah, type shit. Fiber Invasion. Yeah, I could have made more damage. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, invades you, gives a bunch of debuffs. I gave it audio debuff, audio disable. Yeah, audio disable. That would be cool. This is just, she needs a good guard break, so I gave her like a quick one. Low damage, sharp thread. I think that's a cool idea. Even maybe a bit underpowered, but it is what it is. Chrysalis Retirement. Yeah, a bit more complex of a name. Stuns you, beats you up a few times. In combo, she does the full cinematic barrage. Yeah. And I gave her an alt. But if you don't agree with the ult, just buff her damage by like 10%, 15%, you know, because I had to nerf it for the ult that I came up with later. Shout out Nalter. Maybe that's not the best person to shout out, but whatever. Borrowed time. Jotaro, all-the-way punch. Yeah, that's the way to get part 6 Jotaro, which some people do want, I will say. I say ignores guard instead of block bypass. It's wraps. Okay. Stressful time. Prediction time. Flying time. Oh, it was a hassle to balance out the damage, but I have to make the 3 damage low for the harpoon that knocks back. You know, why not? Bonding time. Cinematic ult. Yeah. That's a cool idea. I made it one-time use though, so at least like it's like, yeah, you have to use this at the end of your awakening, kind of. I think this would be pretty cool to see, and would elevate Jolene's moveset to like disprove the non-believers that she's one of the lamer MCs to add from JoJo's. Anyways, yeah, I think I cooked with it, and yeah, respect part 6. Speaking of part 6, Pucci, yeah. One of my more recent ones, they say, I don't think you should be prestige, but I mean, I wouldn't mind either because he is pretty complicated. Anyways, first move we have is, well, White Snake. By the will of God, I will smite you! Oh, that was bad. Prime numbers, yeah. Twink pose and pilot. Singularity point, MIH, aura, stolen memories. Ugh, it's getting a doozy. So you recite, yeah, so you build up green baby with, it comes a bit slower each time, so you can't do it in one shot, but you could probably do it like after knocking back the opponent at least once. Takes awakening bar for each attempt, and then 5 for each success, and you have to do it 14 times, so it'll take at least like 75 meter. Realistically, probably closer to 100, 125, but you know, you're getting a good stand, permanent awakening in exchange, so why not? Extended rate M1s, but and I gave White Snake some awakening meter steals. I mean, situational, but still. So if you ever need some awakening, yeah. You give Pilot automatic stand, yeah. The iconic White Snake Sea Moon moves. I mean, not moves, but passives. Punishment, Severing Snake, Crucified. Alright, we have the donut. Yeah, I have to give it to White Snake. It's one of his iconic abilities. I love the weather report double leg slash. It really fits for White Snake in my opinion. It could be its block. You can definitely dodge it by jumping, but you know, it's a good alternative option. And the combo comes Crucify, double chop on the ground. This swipe, low damage combo extender, but you know, kind of plays into the whole gimmick of getting Sea Moon, which is a strong awake base. Yeah. And you can do a cinematic version to kick them away instead for 15 damage, so the equivalent of not combo extending, but you know, you have a grab cinematic, and I made it blockable. Oh, yeah, it's probably Disc the Done, a tough name, but yeah, Disc Web's probably better anyways. Holy Order, throw a disc, blockable, and you know, it explodes them. I don't know, you have to get a bit creative, but yeah. Broken Record, tough name. Yeah. Oh, this is the explosion part, kinda, or knockback. Broken Record, the boiling thing he did against the Foo Fighters. Why not? Pretty cool grab. Yeah, make use of the discs. Yeah. Melt Your Heart. Give him the Maka reset, second extender situationally. That's the best idea I had. Just make it yeah, it's a pretty strong technique, but it's not really damage oriented. So just like it should just stun opponents after a certain while. I give it a counter version based on the ASBR ultimate to steal a disc and potentially get 25 awakening meter from the opponent more easily. Because why not? Temptation, yeah. Vicious disc grip, only 20 damage though. But yeah, counters, they definitely have to be worth their buck. See, if you cannot wait 2 days. Oh, I love Sea Moon, bruh. He shouldn't be variant that way. That's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's deconfirmed, but like, that's not a good idea anyways. So we have the green baby. I've come to eliminate you, Jolene Cujo. Wait, I just realized it's funny. I went over Polnareff and Diavolo, and then I went over Jolene and Pucci. That's pretty funny. Surface inversion, damage all, yeah. So it does like the divergent fist, but it actually ragdolls and bleeds. But to make it balance, it's like you have to do an odd number of attacks. So yeah, it's a bit strong, but it doesn't bypass block. The stun doesn't bypass block. So yeah, you have to. It's iconic. I mean, like signature ability and such. Center of gravity. Counter that just what did I say? Ragdolls, but it's pretty safe. So I think that's fair, because Pucci just pulled this out and suddenly becomes one of the strongest stands. Just like if he's near your sea moon, you just can't attack him with at close range, which is actually kind of insane when you think about it. It's a good thing you didn't use this more. Automatic stand, yeah, obviously. Alright, Forbidden Touch, the Arm Crush. Heretic Disposal does a slide kick. Barrage, Heavy Punch. Where's the Heavy Punch? Heavy Punch is not there. In combo, I somehow found this Mugen attack, which is literally the same but in the reverse order. So I mean, I'll take it, yo. I made a knockback. Maybe it should ragdoll, but because it's replacing your extender, but it's alright. It's like a mobility move, It's a pretty safe move to throw out, I suppose. Oh, tough names too, yo. Forbidden Touch, Heretic Disposal. Ooh. Fall from Grace. Oh la 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 la. Alright, crawls, barrages, raises the ground. And then Mugen, I have to get creative. Barrages you up and then down, and you crash into the ground with gravity. Loki and Awakening worthy move, but I mean it is what it is. How much damage did I give this? 22? 26? Damage might not be so balanced actually. Whoopsie daisy. Rebel Rays, yeah, the tiles, all the way, yeah, classic. One of the unique moves Sea Moon did besides barrages and such. I had to get creative with Defiled Land. That's 28 damage. Yeah, bunch of projectiles with the 3 kilometer gravity shift. Why not? This would be cool. Maybe a bit OP in like pubs, but it is what it is. It's already Awakening worthy. Exposed Sins. Ooh, la 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 la. I was cooking. Yeah, this is the I only need to punch you once. I mean, this. What does it say? Axe as a grab, iframe cutscene, opponents ragdolled, fire, away, and bleeding. And you can kind of combo off of it, but yeah, that's not the main purpose. Heaven the Plan. His power's purpose is to guide the human race towards true happiness. I shall deem it made in heaven. That was not bad. Rise in the air. Yeah, we know this. Alright, yeah, made in heaven. Main gimmick, moves are not going to be so complex or deep, obviously. Give you fast M1s after ramping up, instant dashes after ramping up, no end lag after jumping. That's kind of busted. But it's Awakening. You need probably realistically 400 meter, maybe 450 meter, so it makes sense. Ultimate requiring 150 points. Yeah, you're probably not getting this in the 1v1 for sure. Yeah. You gradually build up. Yeah, you have to make it a bit strong. I don't know how I would nerf this necessarily. Bullet Train. The dashing slashes. I gave 3 charges. Oh shit, maybe 2 is enough realistically, because yeah, it's like 2 extenders. Wait, if we do 6, 12, and then M1 combo 27. Probably make that 2 charges instead of 3. I don't know why. Light of Dawn. Just AoE barrage. Yeah, this goofy ass Eyes of Heaven, bro. I swear they got lazy with this. Actually, guard breaks. Yeah, make it 2 charges. Probably nerf this a little bit, and you get a better idea of what I'm trying to go for. My thought. Splitting image, the knives, blockable high check. I mean, it's blockable. God damn. They should probably guard break realistically, but it is what it is. Maybe I'd make it balanced. It's a pretty fast move, so yeah. Bleeds, right? Short ragdoll and bleed. Becomes instant universe reset. Yeah, GG's, bro. Just spam. Yeah. Endpoint, summon MHA punch forward, open the hit opponent to myriad of translucent slashes. Not my best move, but it's the ASBR Eyes of Heaven move. Punch into barrage. Like, yeah, it's alright. Yeah, not the best move. Alright, Bloodline Purger, my goat. Yeah, the Jotaro killer / Hermes too, I guess. Blown vibrate, accelerate speed, yeah. If this is your main guard break, I could probably make knives guard break too, but nah. M2 is a counter version. You chop them, Ooh, yeah, like what he did against Emporio. Or farming to max. Yeah. And then I found this Mugen move somehow. So yeah, W finds. Cycle of Sacrifice. Ooh, it's tough names. And Universe Reset. Extra 9 seconds. Oh, that might be strong. I don't know. 9 seconds? Yeah, maybe not. Resets are cool. Like no cooldowns, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you're just trying to max out damage as much as possible. But if the opponent survives, they get fully healed. So that's the trade-off. But if they don't survive, they have to switch their character forcibly to something random. Or did I say they can choose it? Permanently chosen. Random character above level 20, so not to cuck them too much. Yeah. But that would be my idea. I think that I cooked. I think this is probably the best you can do with Poochie without like making up moves entirely. So yeah. And I did make up some moves. My Hero Academia, my second favorite. A lot of movesets here are not my best per se. Like, I mean, they're alright. But a bunch of side characters, you know, they don't do as much as other series as side characters, unfortunately. It is what it is. Here, we have a tough lineup. Shoto variant. Oh yeah, let's go over this one. Why not? It's a starboard. Shatter Shards. Yeah. This is looking tough moves here. Yo, movie upscales for the win, yo, that ass. Without it, he wouldn't have the proper, like, enough stuff, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Anyways, we also have Flash Freeze counter, just counter. I feel like Flash Freeze is more like a counter, sort of. I don't know, maybe it should be distribute another move, but I don't know how I would call it necessarily. Just like create an ice structure that brings the opponent to you if it hits. Like you can like auto aim it as much as you want, or not as much, but yeah. It's just a tough move, yo. Like a movie, it just goes hard for no reason, that ass. Anyway, Descending Shiver. This is definitely a move they should add. Yeah, create an AoE ice expansion that combo starts or knocks back. And if it misses, you create an Ice Skewer, because Ice Skewer is just weak. Yeah, I think that's a pretty nice move to add. Like, why not? For Awakening, yeah, I only found the actual Cold Flame Pale Blade Ren. I don't know if you're actually LARPing, but I don't know why. Just because it looks like a multi-hit in the show doesn't mean it's not supposed to be a big projectile that guard breaks. I see the manga, and not just manga, in the game too, apparently. So, it is what it is, though. I think you should have a big version of it that guard breaks. And this is Ragdoll. Yeah, it should Ragdoll too. Why not? Polar opposites, yeah, just this is called Flash Freeze Heat Wave in the game, but also just is like, I don't know, but they're LARPing too, I guess. Yeah, you dash and then you create a blast of mixed fire and ice. Why not? My goat. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Yeah, variant intro, don't blame me for what happens next. I think he could have a variant, but obviously it's like very low priority, so I guess it is what it is. So I'll just show like other moves he could have. The bigger version of Heaven Piercing, but it's blockable, I suppose. Cold-Blooded Fist, yeah, what he does against Chimera. This is like really tough, yo, realistically speaking. Flashfire Fist, this should be a cool Awakening, why not? Or at least some of these flame moves he should definitely have in his rework. I don't know how, but yeah. Flashfire Parry, yeah, counter, why not? Fury Prison, oh, this is a tough move. Yeah, create Inferno Tornado, whatever you call it. Hellfire Storm, just the Ultra Rumble move, but I don't know how I would make this more cinematic for a game like SU. It is what it is. But Ace, though, yo, Loki is like Ace. Brave Blaze, definitely a move he should have somehow, even without variant. Movies go hard. The upscales, like, these go hard for no reason, that ass. Yeah. Pokemon reference too, those who know. Atmospheric Reentry, I cooked with this one. Uppercuts you with fire, and like a wave of fire, and then he actually uppercuts you with, like, whatever this corny ass Once Justice move is supposed to be. Yeah. Or you can just do a double fireball. Yeah, very generic, I know, but it is what it is. Point Blank Jet Kindling, the cinematic version in movie, because in SU it's like the beam version that's also really strong for some reason. 30 damage move in base is like, yeah, that's funny. Otherwise you can just give him a beam like in Jump Force / the movie too. Just like, yeah, standing in place, a strong beam of heat. Like, why not fire? Global Warming, Flash Freeze, Heat Wave, whatever you want to call it, yeah. Just traps them with a big ice slide, and then shoo! Fire Implosion of Doom. Like, this is like, yeah, and you can give the Flash Freezes of Heat Wave Jump Force style, because they actually show it unlike the show, or like how it actually interact. Yeah. Okay, those skins were low-key trolling. Okay, Endeavor and Dobby, this is my first moveset and definitely one of my best ones for sure. I'll become a hero you can be proud of, son. Just watch me. Yo, Jiren voice actor, low-key cooking. Anyway, Singe of the Father, tough, Flame Chest is, oh yeah. My goat, definitely a guy I want the most. Moves that involve, or top 2. Moves that involve flames, the seep through block, not the stun, but damage part, yeah, makes sense. Vanishing Fist Rush / Jet Burn, yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have to give him Jet Burn, I guess. Yeah, let's say, yeah, why not? Ignite Arrow, his combo extender. This is so funny. He used to not fly. Yeah, and then he got like upscaled to Oblivion once All Might retired. It's just really funny when you think about it. We can even one shot a mid-tier Nova, which is kind of funny. Prominence Burn, yeah, give it in base, but make it blockable, or not fully blockable, but somewhat blockable at least. And it drags away, so it's not like too strong. It's gonna be strong because of the size, but yeah. Pump up your mouth. I have to give it a Nomu grab from ABA just because it's like really cool. Wait, 23. Yeah, it's a close range grab that it's mostly combo ending purposes because it has high end lag. Flare Circle, new movie upscale, we'll take it. After Prominence Burn, if he does this, he just explodes them, so you can actually combo off of Prominence Burn. I think that's a really cool interaction. Or you can just use it as a fireball in neutral. Why not? Hell's Curtain, yeah. Give him the trapping flames. I thought I should specify that they trap the opponent too, like they can't go out of this range. I don't know, like the Ultra Rumble, but I don't know, maybe that's not necessary. Oh, his quick neutral move applies burn as much as they need. Alright, Flash Fire Fury. Heroes are scariest when wounded. I want it to become stronger than them. Oh, yeah, I can't do the voice. Exile Deflate, really? Yeah, this manga panel is so tough, yo. Oh, I wish it was anime like this in Season 7. But yeah, no, I mean... Yeah, again, Vanishing Fist, bigger, slower M1s. Yeah, more damage, yeah. Hell Spider, too iconic to pass up on. Yeah. Prominent Purgatory in combo, you do this weird Prominence Burn plus Hell Spider, you think it's Shigaraki. Yeah, it's like pretty funky. Prominent Purgatory, yeah. Eyes of Hell, Angered Heat. Yeah, I have to give them the eye beams, yeah. 10 plus 10 burn and make it the extender. I think that makes sense. Disables M1s, but if the opponent is supposed to be in combo anyways, like it's your combo extender, that's why it's like a strong debuff, but you're keeping them in combo already. It's not like you're gonna evasive most of the time, right? Supernova, Karmic Rays, Ego Sun. Oh, I gave him everything, yo. Supernova, the Once Justice 2 ultimate that has some very bad FPS because the pacing is atrocious, bro. This shit lasts like 25 seconds, bro. Deadass. Yeah, it grabs you, throws you in the air, and does a big fireball. Yeah. Karmic Rays, a manga move. It's gonna get animated by the time Vigilante Season 3 drops, I suppose. Just sends a big tornado of flames, kind of like Sanji's, but actually big, you know. Yeah. Tough move, I have to give it. What's that? Give it Ego Sun. Yeah, the Ultra Rumble move just creates a big fireball like Cruel Sun. Shout out Escanor from Deadly Sins. And yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of like neutral oriented moves, kind of, sort of, except Supernova. All right, finally, Vanishing Jet Burn. Yeah, this is definitely a Awakening move. Delayed auto aim, AoE punch, bada bing bada boom, does more damage on direct hit and stuns. Yeah, and Jet Rocket. Jet Rocket, you know, a cool move he did against high end Nobu. I just have to give it. You know, when he gets boosted by Hawks, so he just blitzes with very fast speed and scorches at point blank with his fist. Cool. Could be a base move, but yeah. And if I plus Ultra Prominence Burn, I combine 3 scenes to make it even tougher. That's the startup. And then he does all for one drag through the ground because that's tough. And then he explodes them with the normal fight. Like, yeah. Oh, that would be so tough to see in SU. Oh well. Dobby variant. In my opinion, Dobby's a variant because he copies his father's moves explicitly. Like, this is literally part of the story. And he doesn't really have much of a base, in my humble opinion. But I did give him some base changes at the very least. Well, I wasn't expecting to find you here. I actually met his dub voice actor in real life. He was pretty chill. Dobby's Dance, yeah, classic. Province Burn's hitbox is thinner but cursor aimable. Yeah, especially if you use it in the air. I don't know, it looks so goofy in All's Justice, yo. It's like some budget version, if we're being for real. It's alright, though. Nice, Engulf, yeah, just a Scorching Wave, like, straightforward. Replaces Vanishing Fist Rush. Yeah. Effect, yeah, like that. Ignited Pincer, there's a double ignite arrow for some reason. I never did this, but like we take it. If you use it on the ground, it becomes Hellraiser and it becomes like a delayed auto aim ragdoll, or I don't know, it's like a safe zoning option, I suppose. Flare Trap, this weird trap, all the games insist of giving him, even though he never did this shit. So yeah, if opponent comes into contact with it, it's in combo too. They get ragdolled. Yeah. I always have the Sin Mag version of Hell's Curtain that instead of being an extra support, it's just an in combo ender. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this is tough. This actually, it's a cool move. I don't know if we never did this, but like, yeah, it's cool. Awakening, Vengeful Death Flame. Oh, so the naming, bro. Oh, I'm so good, yo. The past never dies. Get it? Let's tango, you and me. I can't make it about Endeavor, so I have to, yeah, modify the quote a little bit. Oh, yeah, this is such a cool scene, yo. Like, this, I actually love this scene of Season 7. And then he gets the Phosphor, so he doesn't, like, immediately kill himself. Yeah. So, yeah. I love his Awakening. Infernal Jet Burn. Oh, yeah. It comes a projectile, kind of like Shoto's. A weaker version of Shoto's Jet Burn. That's really funny. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to make it more balanced, though. Close range, that's the uppercut. Oh, this is such a cool scene, yo. Yeah. And you have Vanishing Fist, a one-time use. Like pseudo ultimate. I don't know, this could be a variant ultimate, but I don't know. I feel like it's more like a base move. Not base move, but yeah, you lose some HP, but you do a big fist for 35 damage. I think that's fair. Brotherly Embrace. Oh, my naming, yo. Yeah, you do the grab he does against Shoto, and then flares up. Yeah, like, I mean, like, I see like a bunch of references. You have a one-handed version, because why not? That would be even cool. Sick to see, really. Make it do less damage if it's one-handed. That would be funny. But yeah. Well, that's your his extender too. Hell Surprise, Hellish House. I guess it's a bit of a stretch. So Hell Spider, but then if you miss or you follow it up with the punch, otherwise it's only doing like 16 damage. It didn't really feel like an awakening move, but you know, yeah, you have the option. He does the little punch. Otherwise, you have the barrage of punches he does against Shoto, followed by what he did against Hawks, which should have killed him. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, he stomps on you and he shows you the power of an abusive family, I suppose. Hell Minefield, yeah. Well, one of the only moves he actually does. You have a bunch of projectiles that you have to be close to combo start off of because it's massive and make it a bit more balanced like that. Yeah. You and I will never cross warped rails. Yeah, I forgot. Something like that. Otherwise, you give him the cinematic ultimate from Once Justice 2 because it's pretty cool. Yeah, the pacing's atrocious, but yeah, we get bada bing bada boom, ragdoll, but I don't think you're supposed to combo off of this. Did I say it? Long end lag, yeah. Ultimate self-immolation, keep it clean and simple. Build up your heat, and if you're strong enough, oh yeah, you build up your heat, and I think you can also do this if you die by a weaker version, like automatically, but yeah. Can clash with Great Glacial Eye here, which would be really funny to see. Yeah. Close your opponents, the epicenter, more damage they'll take. So massive AoE, fuck off, kind of like domain expansion, like Sukuna, kinda. But yeah, it's his ultimate technique is literally doing this. It's the crybaby, I'll kill my own family too, right? Type shit. I think maybe I would agree that maybe in Awakening he should automatically die, kind of like Gon, and always do this. But I don't know. I feel like with Phosphor he could probably survive through this realistically. So yeah, maybe self damage a little bit, but you know, maybe give him self damage passive like Deku. I don't know, maybe. And oh, Stain I cooked, but you know, it's Stain. Overhaul, low key, yeah. Giant variant, just bunch of Once Justice 2 moves. Yeah. Just Once Justice, but it's cool. Like, we need this. This would be a cool. This would be a valid giant in my opinion. A bit different too. Ostrich Field. Oh, the naming, cleansing vultures. Oh yeah, for sure. This ultimate's really funny. Yeah. All right. Anyways, back to business. With all for one. Oh, one of my up there for one of my best for sure. Yeah. I did give him a normal awakening too, and a variant, just because I feel like if he kills himself, like, give him an awakening where he doesn't necessarily die, right? I think that's fair. Well then. Oh, I can't do the voice. This is bro. Well then, shall we get started? Oh, yeah, nah. Five Finger Queen, yeah. Emo Farm, sure. Yeah. Demon Lord, Dark Red Bolts, Block, yeah. Stolen Goods, opponent, yeah. Just not make it screw strong like he copies your entire moveset, but switch their base moveset with C. Besides their combo sense, you can switch their moveset kind of like Ultra Rumble, but not their extender, just to be more balanced, right? You use one move, yeah. So he doesn't need your opponent's quirks. His own are already good enough, realist, right? Alright, Air Cannon, Spring-like Air Cannon, Indiscriminate Air Cannon. Yeah, we'll give him a charge on the signature Air Cannon, Spring-like. Like, yeah, it's projectile. Even you have the AoE version. You never did this, but I guess we'll take it. Alright, Limb Chomper, Limb Piranhas. The body does against Endeavor. Kind of like a weaker version of Onigiri, realistically. Yeah, this triple bite auto aim. Sort of, not auto aim, but delayed aim. Rivet Snare. Yeah, bring them to you. Low damage, but you know, it's a piercing attack. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, typo here. Stun or knockback. In combo, yeah. Oh, this tough move. He does, you know, this was so tough, and then he never does this again. Like, just, yeah. Otherwise, you can also use forced activation with it to, like, waste their extender. So you give it a techno gameplay less damage, but if you lose the next M1 trade, you will not get as much damage as you could. I think that's a fair trade-off. And a cool mechanic. Warp Gate, give him the teleport to you. A possible second extender, really. Yeah, that's why his, wait, this is on his extender, actually, so this is his extender. He has a no-damage extender. All for one, yeah, just grabs you, steals your quirk, steals and seals. Pausing your cooldowns for 5 seconds, so it's a no-damage combo extender, but it does work on technical sense. 5 seconds, you can trigger self-destruct. Actually, no, so it does do 20 damage. That's fairly good. Somehow she survived this. I mean, I'll take it. Yo, durability upscale for MHA. But yeah, explosion, bada bing, bada boom. Cool mechanic, never implemented before. Explosive gift. Ultimate core combination, I like it, so that's why for me it should be in the base awakening. And it'd be a cool playstyle, kind of like Renji. Oh yeah, Renji's cancer, but I mean, yeah. Chill. All of those attacks were simply to wear you down. Now I'll finish you with my ultimate combination of quirks. I mean, not do that again. Semi-giant zoner, yeah. Yeah, this would be cool in my opinion. Movement speed increases airwalk, yeah. You can use stolen awakening moves. Skybreaker, yeah. New moves from Ultra Rumble. Never did this, but I'll take it. Dark Incursion, the AoE explosion he does against Nana. Off screen, just big AoE move. Like, yeah. A block guard break, yeah. Symbol of fear type shit. You came here thinking that this was I don't know. The big beam he does, yeah, 5 yeah. Zoner, he can do this with his mutated hand, I think, or even his other hand, doesn't really matter. Yeah, he plays his sluggish, hyper armor, big moves, damage and zoning, but less like combo oriented. Yeah. Tyrannical downfall, this thing grabs you and then he punches you with the this works so well with ultimate core combination. Like, you wouldn't think that, but yeah. Punches you down, bada bing bada boom, kinda like Deku with Wyoming Smash. For another time, has a high end lag on with block, yeah. But you can combo off of it. Riveting, Death Force, rivet as in rivet stab, Death Force as in like what it looks like. I think before that I called it Pest Killing Forest, so you decide what move sounds better, what name sounds better. Scream for suddenly flashing spear-like appendages across all your body. Yeah, this should be his extender, does more damage up close. Yeah. It's a tough move, he just whips out. Yo, if he did this against All Might, yo, like, I mean, he'd probably tank it, but yeah, rest in peace Endeavor's arm. Ultimate Recoil, Ultimate Surge, W Typo, Ultimate Gust, Ultimate Fusion. Complicated, but yeah, Ultra Rumble gave some upskills. Yeah, read it for yourself. Dashes, punches, and if he gets attacked during this, he reflects damage back onto the attacker. That's the default version is just the move he tried against All Might. Otherwise, the final hit looks like this, drags the opponent, and then does the final slam. Impact Recoil, yeah. Otherwise, if you enhance it with Lightning, the combo starts for less damage. That make it do less damage? I hope so. But it uses both their cooldowns. 20 seconds on their moves cooldown, so that's why they're enhanced. 16 plus 4 plus Zap, plus reflective damage. So yeah, potential deal high damage, ultimate level damage, but it does sacrifice multiple cooldowns. So it's a combo starting version. This one with the air just goes farther, faster, with a bigger hitbox, so more damage overall, just more enhanced. And you combine both 1 and 2's cooldowns, you get the big explosion at the end. So it knocks back for high damage. I get 45 maybe? Let me see what is it. 20 plus 18 plus 7. Yeah, Zap. So yeah, 45 damage total. But you're putting 3 moves on cooldown, I think that's fair. It's not even a guaranteed hit necessarily. And you still have your extender, so yeah. I think this would be a really cool playstyle, and unique enough. Yeah. Rewind Drug, oh, yeah, this is so I don't know if Raz is ever adding this, because it's like model heavy, yeah. Definitely prestige for sure. Good job, Yuga Aoyama! Some base changes, Air Blades and Gale Ren. Yeah. Yeah, I think that replaces Air Cannon, why not? Air Cannon and Rivet Stab are his most iconic base moves in Season 3, or like his first fight. So now, we give him the Air Blades. This is like Zoro's projectile. Yeah. Did I give it? It's a charge? Oh, it's M2. Anyways, Maternal Bones. Yeah, give him the Maternal Bones. Yeah. So, yeah, Bone Spears instead of Rivet Stab. Rivets. Yeah, Rivet Stab. In combo, does this goofy barrage, but we'll take it. Maternal Bones because it's his mom's quirk. Rewind Drive. Stand proud. You should be proud. I never thought I would need it to beat the likes of you. This is such a tough scene, and then he loses aura the more the season goes on. 3 phase. Oh, it's complicated. Yeah. And 1 damage increase. Obviously, he dies at the end of the mode, but he does regenerate from everything. So he does become more vulnerable as Awakening goes for like, more damage. Last M1 longer range, extra burst utility. Yeah. Now let's go over this. Last M1 bigger. I give him Rivet Stab somehow. Fountain of Youth. Yeah. Separate phases. Each changes moveset the more he de-ages. So 200 and 100 Awakening. Then you glow yellow for your last one to just be a clear indicator. Regression Generation, yeah, heal. Every 1 damage you take... Okay, every 2 damage you take, you lose 1 Awakening. So let's say you take a 100 damage combo somehow, you lose 50 Awakening. Plus how much ever time you spent in that combo. So I think that's fair. So you can definitely shorten the 90 seconds to like... God knows, yeah. 3 evasives guaranteed instead of building up evasive. I think that's fair. Bloodlet utility, kind of like a burst, because you don't have access to burst any longer. So instead you can use this for 45 Awakening meter. So if you want to accelerate to your stronger movesets, like also that could be a strategy, although this should be like a last, shouldn't be like your main plan. Give him the Grin of Doom. All for 1, yeah, give him the grab. This plays into his ultimate later. Disables their combo extender too. Drain 15 awakening meter, so this is a way to keep you up in the awakening longer. By exchange, it does 0 damage. I think that's fair. Black Light Cannon, one of my favorite moves he does. One of the only moves he does too. So yeah, he forms the thing, the wings, and then he does channels Black Lightning with Air Cannon and whatever. So yeah. Big beam, stun or beam. Wait, why I say stun? Oh, in combo, I don't know if you should use this in combo. It probably should be a stunning beam that takes long to start. Can hit wall splat, so probably keeps them on the wall and then ragdolls at the end. I would assume. Been a while since I made this one. Cannibalize, the big chomper, low damage, but you know it's a guard break option. It comes out fast. Twisted Space. I made this like Gojo Killer. I named this Gojo Killer first. Yeah, it's really funny. Has an execution for 35 HP and below. Otherwise, just 28. Kind of like lethal frame. Block. It doesn't stun a lot long enough to combo extend. So it's a neutral move really. Young adult move. Yo, you never whip this eye ever again. Besides against his brother for some reason. All right, young adult. All for one. Doomsday Meteor. Big black projectile. I said stun. Yo, this should only ragdoll. I don't know why I said stun or ragdoll. Double devours. Higher damage but knocks back. Kind of like yeah, very tough scene. Oh, because he doesn't have anything that combo starts in neutral besides his extender. Layered blast, knockback. I don't know. Yeah, or you can make Pure Beam, higher damage, but it does drain his awakening. Reduces awakening by 20. High end lag. Did I give it a cooldown? Is it one time? Hey, one time use, separate cooldown, kind of like Dabi. I'm not sure. You could probably just give it like a higher cooldown. They should probably share slots. Yeah. Child moveset, blood curdling murder, rest in peace stain. Yeah, that's the all might rip and tear. I don't know how it would make this without like an execution effect, but yeah, a cool move. Does some damage. Double devours, dysmorphia rejection. Dysmorphia being like I forgot what it does. Not being in control of your body or like having fear of like your body in terms of like losing or gaining weight, something like that. But it does this against stain, throws them, and then follow up with the punch, slams them down, or if they hit wall, you can combo extend. So if they hit the wall, you can combo extend. If they don't, they're ragdolled instead. But a pretty cool move. Cooldowns are always low because this is your last phase. Bloodstainer. Spear-like Tomb, Impure Swipe. Yeah, Spear-like Tomb. Yeah, Auto-Aim, Tendrils. Yeah. Alright, Impure Beam now gets a much better hitbox for slightly less damage. But the tough-ass move, bro. The tough-ass move. Yeah, it still reduces his Awakening. Air variant, yeah. This is a cool move. I don't know, yeah. He never did this, but this is a cool move to add. Hyper Armor, let's start reduce Awakening by 20. Yeah. Finally, Omnifactor Unleashed. So before third phase, it's the railgun he tries to use against Deku for like 45 plus 5 per all for one. So each quirk slash ability stolen buffs damage at the end by 5, caps at 65. It's probably down balance, but yeah, I don't know if you're getting this realistically. It's 150 points. And it does de-age you to the next phase automatically. And if you use it after third phase, it's the way they try to do against Bakugo, a big ramming projectile. I don't know how Raz would animate this, but Zelion, but yeah, this would have to be in the moveset. So yeah, it gives the big bull rush of doom and despair. Alright, those were the two most rosters and most characters, so let's move on to... Next up is Pain from Naruto, probably my third favorite series on the rosters. And yeah, I mean, yeah, let's just go for it. My third ever moveset, probably one of the more likely characters to be added, realistically speaking. And so, this would definitely be nice to have. Probably Prestige too, right? Obviously, yeah, it has to be. It's a bit too complicated otherwise. Taijutsu, yeah. Pain is just a designation that refers to 6 of us as a group. So you're Naruto Uzumaki. You will know pain like your master did. Oh, that'd be... Yo, against 6 tails. Yo, that'd be so tough. Yeah. Anyway. Emote. yeah, you have to. Alright, path change. Yeah, it's got like a stance swap. I don't know how to make it more interesting. But yeah. Press C, switch in main body being operated between Ammo or Deva. Yeah, focused on the main attacking paths, but I include all of them somehow, so you guys will see. Ammo path, the zoner, summoner, whatever you want to call it, bada bing, bada boom, panda barrier, but they all have passives. Intercepts, yeah, maybe that's a bit strong. Yeah, single attack though. Crustacean ooze, spews liquid, walks up, claws you. Yeah, got a bit creative, but yeah, it's definitely something it could do. Ox Stampede, Beak Drill. Yeah, that's a grounded version and the aerial version. Yo, just like 2 tackles, but from a safe distance with decent hitbox. I think that makes sense. Next up is Triple Assistance. Oh yeah, some of the human pray to Pat as aid. So you get 2 others because he actually did it in the show. So this is a way to include both of them. So a bit funny, but yeah. So yeah, a bit complicated, but okay. A human path tries to drain your soul by walking up to you, so an auto-aim clone, kind of like Naruto, but a bit stronger. Pray to Pat is like a Mahito spawn, absorbs projectiles as chakra. Steals 10 awakening meter. Oh, yeah, human path steals 10 awakening meter on success. It's not that much. I feel like that's... Yeah, maybe it's been 2, maybe 6. Yeah. Anyway. On 4, this is the move they all share. Black Receiver and 6-fold Assassination. Ooh, tough naming. Extend Black Chakra Rod forward to pierce through opponents, freezing their cooldowns temporarily, and crush the opponent under their throat, the uppercut, and then you do the Jiraiya death. Rest in peace, Goat. But yeah, this is a tough extender for sure. It's probably better than this because it knocks back. I should probably make it stun, actually. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, let's do it right now. I don't know why I made it knock back. It didn't even knock back in the show. I guess. Alright, guys. I solved the problem. Now both alternatives are usable. One's guard break, one's blockable. Let me make this like 12 damage, though. Yeah, 17. Yeah. Let me fix this for the rest of the stuff too. So now Black Receiver is a stunning move. I solved the problem because I'm a genius. Ashra Path moveset, great zone potential with moderate AoEs, low cooldowns. Yeah, so kind of a zoner. Well, more of a zoner in this. I don't know. Alright, so we have a utility counter. Ashra Path appears behind opponent and makes them bleed. So yeah, this thing he did against Jiraiya off screen, unfortunately, but yeah. Alright, Shine Laser, ABA move, but actually cannon and not some generic laser beam projectile. This is like a shotgun spread that knocks back. I think that's fair. Flaming Arrow, Warhead. Those are the official names, by the way. If some names seem a bit weird. Fire a bunch of delayed missiles upwards before they apply crystal cage. Yeah, Missile Barrage, that's tough. And the air instant fire fist as a rocket. Yeah. I think against Jiraiya again. Most of these are Jiraiya fight, obviously. I'm LARPing, yo. But yeah. So projectiles, one's guard break, one's somewhat blockable. Fatal trap. Oh, the naming. Oh. Yeah, all the 3 moves are like assists. I mean, like combination attached with other paths. But anyways, you do the scorpion kind of appearance, and David Path pulls you in. Pretty cool, yeah. Those blockable blade guard breaks, yeah. Black Receiver, 6-fold assassination, yeah. Alright, David Path, nerfed version. Obviously, I can't give him all the stuff he does, obviously, but I think I found a good compromise. Nail shot, 5th M1 is a ranged projectile. That's a good. Yo, super. This guy made it a move, bro. Like, alright, we're doing too much. Anyway. Almighty Push, classic AoE barrier. I think I made a half circle instead of full AoE in this one. Yeah. Grape Slam. Oh, the naming. Grape Slam. The Hinata death. That's actually not filler, but it wasn't actually in the manga, but we take it. Near. Oh, area. What? Or collapse. Near a wall, you rupture a large chunk, so it's basically a wall splat version for against opponents who are wall splatted and does extra damage. Yeah. Tough. Chakra Chokehold. Yeah, so he assists with the shit. Who went? Shit, I forgot. Pray that path, I think. Yeah. User pull right in the front. Yeah. Who clenches them firmly and drains their life force energy, so kind of like a little heal too. So low damage, but it's a heal. But Black Receivers, yeah. I think I cooked 4 moves, 3 stances, 12 moves. Not too much. Some characters have more than 12 moves in base, or as much. So yeah. All right, Yahiko's will. This unbearable pain will give rise to momentary peace. Discards all the paths. Awakening. I don't know how I would explain it. But focusing all the chakra into Deva and the Naraka, yeah. Ultimate move, pseudo ultimate, pseudo ult. Oh yeah, I keep doing that with Dabi and All for One. Yeah, loses utility. Yeah, this is yeah. This could be an awakening animation. It's a bit dull, but yeah. Double throb. Oh, the naming, because pain like throbbing. Yeah, so you have a double M1, 6 damage, 50% block damage each. I don't know how that would interact with others with block, but yeah, I think it evens out. Almightiest agony, village wiping pain. Oh, yo, Red, if you see this, bro, my naming's so tough. You can't even deny this shit, gang. All right, Vigor stronger in base and choose right slowly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it would be downscaled to like domain size, I guess. It becomes blockable and like, oh, damage falls off after 50% range, so make it more balanced. But 25 self HP drain, not bad, not bad. That's good. This could be an alternative ultimate too if you really want, but I think that defeats the purpose because Jibaku Tensei is also an AoE ult. Yeah. It has to be downscaled, but this is so tough. Alright. Universal Suffering. Quickly pull your opponent towards you and slam into the ground, and then you do the ABA move, but you actually follow up with Chakra Rods and make it an awakening-worthy move, for real. Wait. Oh, shit, this is the wrong gift. Alright, let's go to the other moves first, then I'll correct that after. Rebel Torment. Oh, Torment and Cramp. Oh, the pain. Yeah. Gravity. More gravity. W anime-only move. I'll take it. Yo, that's tough. That's tough. King of Hell, Hell's Affliction. So yeah, you just summon a bunch of enhanced Naruto clones gradually. There's a toxic, and you can also your teammates if they're wiped, just situationally. That's just when it grabs the enemy first. Something, yeah, and this more standard move for those who want. Nice. That's funny animation. Grab your teammates as additional clones if they're wiped. Yeah, like I said. All right, Planetary Devastation, release Black Orb. Yeah, you know. It's not gonna be too different from ABA, but I don't know how. Yeah. So trap spawns for a long time for disassembling, so it might be bad for awakening. But yeah, I don't know what happened to the other gift, but this would be Universal Suffering. He pins you down to the ground. Yeah. Is it not here? I guess not, yo. Yeah, I have the images, I guess. And then yeah, so that's Universal Suffering, yo. Moving on. We have the variant. This one's not my best work, so I'll just go very quickly. Definitely not being added, but you know, we have variant. If I can find variant potential, why not? Even some trolling a little bit. Yeah, we can have one. So he does all moves himself and stuff with Pats, which I would definitely be a bit of a pain to animate for sure. Who will be my opponent? Rain Tiger at will, yeah, Rain, yeah. One fight merchant. Anyway, sword vitality, chakra drain. Short startup duration, absorbs counter, damaged hand, steals the chakra of the opponent, so awakening can be prolonged. 20-second cooldown. Alright, soul drain, the heal. Almightier ache, oh my days. And polar opposites, your classic. Yeah. Alright, chameleon bind. Yeah, give it the chameleon. And then he. Wait. Oh, yeah, squeeze. Alright, again, you give him the egg. Yeah, this is the dog. Yeah, the Cerberus kind of person, duplicates, more takes damage, and then bites on the opponent. Auto aim, but blockable unless it has like 6 or more heads, I would say. Yeah. And the bird does the egg explosion from ABA, but that's not necessary. It's a filler move, so yeah, it's not that necessary. Cerberus mechanical augmentation and shine cannon. Yeah, you buff yourself. You buff your M1 damage to 4.4, and then you can fire off a 28 damage blast if it's in combo, or if it's outside combo, you fire off a 20 damage projectile. There's bigger versions of this if you need a more upscaled version, like on the mobile game, but anyway. Planetary obliteration in the Storm games does that, and fires off the Ashura Path laser and destroys it. Yeah, it has a wind up projectile like that moves forward slowly. So yeah, and this is probably a move they can add like in the base if they don't want anything else from the variant. Like this is the move to add the outer path, ghetto statue summoning. Yeah, not kills himself, but does like 75 damage to himself, but then 75 damage all the way to one enemy, or 37.5 to all enemies. This would be very tough to pull off, like Mugetsu. It's probably a weaker version of Mugetsu though. 75 self damage is kind of insane. They can't die from it. Ends his mode, yeah. Maybe you can think of a different debuff, but that's what I had for now. Miento is pretty good, but I don't have time to go over him, so I'll go over Marion because I like this. Ranked intro, yeah, we're not Boruto, but who cares? The variant has War Arc. Just obviously 6 pets might already be a variant. I'm not sure, but I think nobody wants to adopt Naruto except for Marion mode, so I think it makes sense. Plus, he doesn't do that much besides, you know, movies. I mean, yeah, movies, games, yeah, but it's not anything too unique. Besides Marion mode. There's Territorial Claw, have some base changes. This will be the combo extender. Ashura Reach, the variant to combo extender. If anyone wants, like, lighting move, I guess. A Ninefold Limbs. This is, like, unique enough. More or less. Maybe not. And Tail Beast Sweep. Yeah, I think you can definitely rely on the Kurama's avatar, Chakra avatar more. I could probably do, yeah. Screw you, Ishan. This is literally not. Oh yeah, because he added his for he added this for War Arc Naruto moveset. Yeah, fun times. All right, Marion mode. I've been prepared for a long time. Principal. I can't imitate Principal Perry. I've been prepared for a long time, ever since I became Hokage. Sugar conversation. Oh, fun. Sorry, Principal Perry. Yeah. Oh, that would be so tough. That would be so tough in SU. Oh, tougher than Gear 5. Tougher than what's Ichigo's form? True, Bonkai, Hollow, Half Hollow. I forgot. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, a bunch of passives. 1 minute awakening though. Don't forget. All grab animations don't drain awakening bar. Just make it fair. So you're really on that timer. You have that 1 chapter feel really, or 1 episode. Making sure you come with software debuffs. Once it ends, going to have optimal power, severing your connection. Okay, so you get stunned like Luffy. Yeah, I think that makes sense. But you can actually get into combat, not like hyper armor stun. And then all your base skills become weakened. No, not weakened, but they become one-time uses, and then you're just an M1 merchant. So yeah, I think that's fair. You don't have super experience, yeah. Rest in peace, Kurama! Even though he already came back in port. No spoilers. At life shape M1's damage will through block or damage reductions because yeah. Yeah, that's fair. 5th M1, the bigger fist, big gut punch, yeah. 9-tailed radiation, woo! Naming, bro. And new passive and block, 360, deflect, blockable projectiles. I think so. See, this wipes out, yeah. So we are a defensive move, but it's kind of strong because it doesn't go against, it goes against his primary playstyle. That's why. Now cubes. All right, Rippling Foxtrot. Oh, the naming and Gurren Burst. That's the official name. Advance forward with a series of basically yeah. Does the Sasuke combo because why not? And does a kick in combo to do more damage. So otherwise it stuns as a combo starter. Gurren Burst, stun the Ragdoll. Special thing I did is I gave Naruto a bunch of knockback moves, so not combo oriented, but like resets and like dominating passives. So if you're trying to extend off of the Ragdoll, it does 5 less damage, which I think that emphasizes the cool, unique playstyle I gave him. Tailbreaker, the grab against Ishiki, that's close range, all the way, but like close range too. 8 second. That's why cooldowns are so low too, because they wouldn't get affected by the buff, but yeah. And the other one's W video game pull, was a store. Like Naruto Boruto voltage, something like that. Yeah, AoE, yeah. W creativity, game creativity, I'll take it, yo. Instead of having to create moves myself. Explosive Kitsune, oh, tough naming. Martial output, first half of his ultimate, yeah, and then up and then he can do a down slam kick after, or against stun opponents in the air like Ichigo and Gohan. But it doesn't stun, I mean, barely stuns. It's not supposed to combo extend unless you use 4. Air, punches, oh yeah, the barrage. He gets a barrage in Shinobi Striker for some reason, so I'll take it. This looks pretty powerful though, but obviously knocks back. Finally we have Baryon Rasengan and Heavenly Drill, yeah. And you know the deal, he charges in place and he vanishes forward. Anyone in his hitbox will get knocked ragdolled, but with high end leg, so you're not supposed to combo off of this unless you're with a teammate or something. Other one is true after 3, and does Baryon Rasengan downwards, creates an explosion on impact. But yes, it has to make eye contact first to do the explosion part. So yeah, it's probably going to be downscaled, obviously. Extend off the ragdoll, reduces next move's damage by 5, so it does less damage by itself, but more if it's in with other moves than Baryon Rasengan. Based it on Naruto, yeah, pretty tough. I think I did well. Alright, next of the big 3 is gonna be the big K. Yeah, this is my worst one because it's some filler movie. Yeah, I'm not proud of that one, but it was a fun challenge to attempt. So yeah, the big K, the only guy I really want in One Piece besides Marco. Marco doesn't fight as much, so I think this is better because he came back in Egghead, so he has some relevancy. Kicks, yeah, alright, thank you. Yeah, block, yeah. Egghead. I'm of the Navy sent to Egghead. I have no idea what his dub sounds. Actually, I just heard what his dub sounds like, and I don't remember. It wasn't iconic. Have you ever been kicked at the speed of light? Oh, that was not it. That was not it. This youngster sure is scary. What makes you think you could beat me? Oh, hell no. The cannonball intro, yeah, 100%. And then he lifts his leg because he's ready to fight. Yeah, this guy has a watch for some reason. Anyway, Lightspeed delivery, because he delivered food to Luffy, and people didn't think it was him for a while for some reason. Anyway, Master Aura, Starlight Particles, cool. Oh, the naming. Oh, yo, this is so good, man. This is better than any other moveset maker. Damn. Alright, full on poke, soul shine. Oh, raise your finger, pointing at a cursor and shooting out a miniature beam. Yeah, low damage, but yeah, it's a safe projectile too, so it makes sense. If you charge it, you do a bigger laser, and it has potential to do even more damage or like quicker damage, and it's a better neutral execution too. So yeah, I don't know how Luffy survived this, to be honest, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, and if you use it in the air, you just need the explosion part. Did I not put that in yeah, only second part for 15 damage. Yeah. Soul shine poke. I've not updated the format for this one for some reason. That's on me. 8-span mirror / Yata mirror, but you know, we'll try and get the English names over the Japanese names. Yeah, otherwise it's going to conflict with a certain Naruto character if he ever gets added, so yeah. Okay, yeah, auto aim kick, blockable, yeah, ABA move, but like with actually good animation and stuff. Click to cancel a kick. Give it a cancel, I think that's a very good idea, and deals more damage if they're in the air. I would like physics, you know. Alright, M2 blitz around target opponent. This is a bit of a weird move I added. So you can build up speed, and it's got like Gojo's move. It got like Gojo's move. I made it blockable, yeah, it could otherwise be a bit too strong. But you can jump over Gojo's move, you can jump over this one. Yeah, and it doesn't extend. I think that's fair enough. Starstruck. Oh, tough naming. Yeah. Alright, Sacred Jewel / Yasaka no Magatama. Something like that. Yeah. Multi-hit projectile can like finish break, like OG finish breaker really. But more damage. Deals less damage in combo. Yeah. These games make this his ult, even though even though it's only a projectile barrage. Anyway, true after upfling Yamir. So if you do Yamir into this, it's true. Yeah. Circumnavigation. Oh, the naming, because you're going around the world, like one rotation around the world, kind of like Flash style, right? Roundhouse, skip, pick up, yeah, like simple roundhouse, but yeah, it's powerful enough. Dying Light. Oh, tough video game reference, yo. Yeah. This is Zoro execution for like a Renji kind of grab. Imagine, but less damage, obviously. Yeah, much shorter AoE at the end. Last one. Yeah, Awakening Sword of the Gathering Clouds of Heaven / Ama no Murakumo. Yeah, the English name for this one sounds a bit better. Anyway, I was expecting things to be easy when I came to this place. Yeah, tough movie animation too, by the way. Sword M1s. Yeah. Yep. Logia Reflex. So now this was before Ace got added. So now I guess you just give him the same thing Ace has. I try to make it more balanced though. When activating invasive, you face your opponent's attacks and move freely for up to 3 seconds. And if you attack, this invulnerability ends. But you know what, sure, whatever. Ace's one is fine too, it's just a bit unbalanced. Heaven Splitter and Solar Revolution. Yeah, you perform 4 big slashes, and then you do the kill effect. Not kill, but you ragdoll them. Wait. Oh, that put in combo. Sorry, in neutral. If you use this in neutral, you ragdoll them instead of knocking them back, so you can lead into a combo and inflicts bleed. Rest in peace, Vegapunk. Otherwise, you did a big guard break. W anime upscale, yo. Solar Revolution. Oh, the naming once again. Acceleration is power, and Sun Wukong. Oh, the naming. Yeah. What he did against Luffy, disappears from the map. You see him in the back, then he comes forward, kind of like auto aims anyone nearby him. Yeah, with a mighty kick. Ooh, and it works against wall splat. Raging Foot otherwise is a beam. For some reason, he has a monkey beam. Like, they had to get creative, and oh yeah, because Akainu has the dog, and Aokiji the pheasant. So, well, yeah, that's probably why. Sun Wukong, yeah. I'll use ball on the ground. Okay. Like Jet Bazooka, I said. Kinda. Alright, Overseer. Multi-hit beams from the eyes. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, it's kind of weak, but I have to make it the extender, so that's why the damage a bit lower. And 2. Judgment Day. Ooh, some tough naming. Yeah. He has this. This is such a cool move. Video game exclusive. Who cares, yo? Judgment Day, yeah. Alright. Overseer, yeah. Oh, shout out Overseer, Roblox, Cord Blocks, Red Cliff, you know, all that shebang. Alright, Reflection. Alright, the clone's a bit more complicated. Yeah. Convergence, Dispersion. So, okay, first he auto aims onto one enemy. Clones, they do delayed slashes at them. It's like 8, and they only have 1 HP each, so you can get rid of them. And the more you get rid of them, the less they do for the second part. Second part, each of them, I mean, this is the base effect. So if you keep it long enough, they can potentially chip the opponent's block or mix them up. Otherwise, they all throw themselves at the opponent for an auto aim slash that guard breaks. Otherwise, but it knocks back. Otherwise, they all fire the blade beams, like kind of like a Cuphead, kind of like boss battle, danger zone, right? And this can combo start and chip the opponent's block a lot. Did I say guard breaks? It doesn't, but if you're like M1ing at the same time, yeah, it's wraps, you know. You kind of get the idea. It's a bit too complicated, so. This is an optional ultimate. He doesn't really need this, but I just wanted to make it for fun. Uses the blinding move. Shit, what was this called? Oh yeah, this is Amaterasu. Yo, Itachi, man. Why'd you have to copy Kizaru? For real. He uses Amaterasu on the eyes, blinds, and then he does a combo. So this, yeah, he does that. He combines his 3 base moves into 1. I think that was kind of a cool concept. Yeah, so he does a light barrage, and then tackles them with the outer mirror, and then he slashes them down. But yeah, it's not necessary. Just found it cool. Alright, I switched up the order so we can get the big 3 in 1. I only made Ulquiorra, the only guy I care about. So yeah, a bit better than other movesets because I found a bit more to add. But it's not necessarily like outstanding like some other ones I've shown. Somehow he has a lot of grab moves, so I feel like giving grappler, why not? And like some zoning too, but yeah, it is what it is. Yep, Return of Souls, thank you. Alright. I don't know what that voice is, like, surely you know the odds lay in my favor. Like, no emotions. I'll stop. Killing you means protecting Las Noches. Alright, showing his number. I didn't really have any other idea. Why is the gift so long? God damn, okay. I spotted number 4 and green Reiatsu, why not? Cypher Cero. Yo, Luca, I don't know what you had against Cypher Cero instead of calling him like Cero or like Green Cero, but I think Cypher Cero has the alliteration or yeah, with the CC. And the other one's Cero Piercer. Yeah, fire off the quick beam, blockable beam, high chip. Otherwise, in combo, you jab them and then you do the point blank beam. Both of them are knockback or like beams, I suppose. Unlike other beams, I feel like it's more a neutral move because it's like faster and like safer. Something like that. Alright, Bat Blitz and Sonido Chase. Accelerate behind the opponent. Yeah. Not accelerate behind, but yeah, you do. Okay, you go behind them and then you jab them. So it's blockable though, so you have to react in time. Otherwise, you have stuns. Okay, with ragdolls and combo. Otherwise, it's just a quick knockback auto aim move. Not make a guard break. I did. Might be a bit risky because it's only like it's low damage kinda. We'll link for most combos. Okay, that's the purpose. Can unwall splat. Alright. Destructive Despair, around car roots. Alright, second one's funny. First one, you do this ground slam thing, and then you fire Bala. Where's Bala? Whatever. And then you fire off Bala, you know, the auto-aim projectile from ABA. But yeah. This is such a funny move. Yeah. Grab them, and then Garganta with a bunch of Menos Grande for some reason. And yeah, it's a game move, so I'll just put it in for it. Screw it. I had to research, Brez. Fireway Ragdoll, use on ground. Yeah, it's a high damage grab. Alright, hard stopping hold, extend your arm forward to thrust your hand. Yeah, so this is a grab, melee range, combo extender. This is low-key tough. This is a tough move. Yo, I usually grab his heart from that, but I guess not. That was for open anime. Other ones also game exclusive move. Yeah, lunge forward and then do some weird Reiatsu shit and then do some weird voodoo and execute them. Like, it's probably not necessary, but I find it really funny as a move. So like, I'm like, why not? Give it, yeah. With super armor, I get super armor too, so it's not entirely useless compared to the extender. Alright, Resurrection, Murcielago. I made this a mini mode because it's not Waking worthy, trust me. So 5 minutes of fighting, that ass. But if you want to make it some like permanent awakening, I don't know. There's less moveset potential. That's why I think it's better as a mini mode. So yeah, 3.5 damage, Lance M1s, caster. Yeah, like SSJ Goku. So trade off more damage and these passive buffs, but less move options and variety. So Zero Oscuras now guard breaks and ripples. It hits the ground. But yeah. Bad Predation, stronger and faster version executed with your Reiatsu Lance. What the hell was that pronunciation? With speed after mages, yeah. So for some reason in the Return of Souls, he has enhanced versions for each of his forms, so I'll take it. Now he's appearing off screen. He's like maybe getting some iframe Sora if it hits. Less end lag in combo too. Cool. Alright, Lance Stuff Surge, Brace Energy, Lance and fly forward with your wings, diving stab to create an explosion. Pretty chill move. Yeah, but kind of generic too. Yeah. And Wing Battering, high damage combo extender, but you know, you're only using this in M1 range, so it's kind of hard to land in neutral. But this would be tough. It would be. Super armor, so at least it's somewhat usable. I made it blockable. Maybe I should make a guard. I made guard break, so I have a guard break. Last hit guard break. Yeah, never mind. I understand why. Alright, Segunda Etapa. Even Master Aizen has never seen such an appearance of mine. Maybe, yeah. The Bat. The Bat comes out. Type shit, moves being increased, stronger block and M1 animation. High speed regen, passive, and ultimate. Alright, M1's stronger wing block, so yeah, it's a bit stronger at the block. High speed regen. If you're over 40 HP, you can heal 25 HP for 25 awakening, and it has a 25-second cooldown. I mean, kind of funny values, but I think that's fair. That's not like too. And regeneration takes a while to get through the animation. It's not like you just get instantly like I don't know, Josuke or some shit. Alright, Headlock, Arm Annihilation, Speed Blitz. Yeah, the thing it does against Ichigo, block bypass. You know, it's funny. It's like Mugetsu. Sorry, Dangai Ichigo's 1, ironically enough, but it knocks back. So yeah, that's cool. In combo, you instead ragdoll them with this Arm Annihilation. This got censored in the anime, but yeah, this is what actually happened. So arm's gone, type shit. Did I give it a debuff? I'll give it a debuff? No. Maybe I should give it like a half M block, half damage M1s too, like with Diavolo. Anyway, okay. Berserk Battering. Oh, the naming, yo, it evolves each time. Something about yeah. So and yeah. I like how in the game it becomes stronger with each animation. Like, yeah, you see he's faster, he's blitzing the opponent, and now he appears behind them again. He goes behind and then in front. And that's a nice mix-up. Alright, 3 Latigo submission, so his tail whip, 3-hit combo, quick. And it's pretty strong. It's not like, it's an appendage that's rather strong. Like, you wouldn't expect it in the series, maybe, but yeah. Alright, Chokehold Zero, his extender, yeah. So, what he does against Ichigo to kill him, yeah. Oh, the GIF is really high, low FPS. Yeah, grabs them, drags them to the ground, then does a point-blank Zero. This is your combo extender. Why you would use Latigo submission over this beats me. I guess Latigo submission slightly better in neutral, yeah. Type shit. Short opponent, short end leg, yeah. Lance of the Realm Polygo, I feel like it's not the size is alt-worthy, but it's not like a move he has to like struggle to do necessarily, so. And then you Javelin, then does the big ragdolling AoE we've seen in SU countless times. And you have an alternative, you form it and then you stab it and you gain like buffed M1s if it lands. Or even if it whiffs, I think. Scorcher Blast shorts on like slightly bigger for M1s for 10 seconds on successful hit. So you have an alternative use with lower cooldown. Yeah, even though you never did this technically, but I think that would be fair. Ground Ray Quattro, not a necessary move, I'll admit. But it would be tough. He's using Ground Ray Zero and stuff. Zero, yeah, he does use it, but he uses normal Zero and then Zero Skuras, but not Ground Ray Zero. So this would be his expansive for. Oh yeah, tough. Bleach Brave Souls, that was tough. That was tough. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not necessary, I'll admit. Alright, so I'm not the biggest fan of Dragon Ball because, first of all, their movesets are rather generic, I'd say, and someone I'm going to call out at the end of the video has given a bad taste in my mouth, to say the least. Yes, it's a truck. Anyway, I think I still could fuck Granola, even though I didn't read the manga. I mean, I watched it by YouTube, but I didn't actually read it. Somehow his full fights are on YouTube, like manga, but like scrolled through, so that was tough enough. Controller jabs, last Cerealian, cereal, yeah. I don't even know how his voice would sound like, so there's no point. Whipping out stun gun, yeah, sure. Because that move I can really include. Frosted Flakes, oh my days. Oatmeal, comes to AI oatmeal scan. Yeah, it's kind of like see-through world. Every time he respawns or enters, or like, yeah, each stock. If he fires off a projectile, it gains auto aim. If it's near enough. I think Grillo, yo, low-key, I mean, obviously the arc sucks, like, bad writing and all, but the power is, like, not certainly unique, like, fairly unique, I would say. Maybe not on level, like, hit or something, but not bad for DBS. Whole grain sniper, oh, the naming, yo, this is so tough. Sesame spray, buckwheat shot, oh my god. Oh my god. This is a big, like, projectile you can fire out, it's like your sniper, right? If this gets auto aim, you're cooked. Guard break. Okay, in combo, you do a sledgehammer strike, and then you fire off the multi-hit. Oh. Alright, Sesame Spray, this is like a, not like Finish Breaker kind of, but more precise, and doesn't necessarily stun. Minor stun, so you have to be like really close. In combo, you do a Sledgehammer, and then you fire off the multiple shots. Vegeta, thank you for being farmed on by my goat. Anyway, and this is a buckwheat shot. This AoE multi-hit laser strike of Ki that did not actually do anything, but yeah. Cool enough. Ragdolls, yeah. It's like kind of like a in combo. This is probably your in combo version for sure if you're in the air. Well, I'd say it's, as I say, yeah, it's an air. M2 plus air, yeah. Alright. Vital pinpoint, knock an enemy's weak spot, and pierce their abdomen. Yeah, this weird strike he does, which actually took out Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku too. So yeah. Low damage because it's not necessarily point. It's more like bypassing stun. That's why it's a block bypass. Yeah. It's more like a neutral hit and sacrifices pure damage. Gastric brunch, breakfast toast. Oh my days, yo! I'm so this is cooking, literally. This is cool. Okay, levitate a chunk of earth, explode it with Ki, like behind them, and then you punch them as they come to you to stun them or knock them back. Oh, that's so tough. That's so tough. This is some good use of telekinesis. Like, that's actually pretty cool for DBS by DBS standards. Put your finger down, cursor, yeah. This is some weird ass. Yeah, he just explodes them with Ki, like flaring Ki for some reason. So I mean, yeah. This is like the effect. It's kind of like Jiren actually with like the scorching Ki. Yo, mushroom cloud. Wait, okay, we have to be downsized a little bit for sure. Yeah. So untrue and M1 combos. Interesting. So yeah. Bounty hunting. Unwrap your scarf and Ki. Yeah. Grab the opponent and then you kick them towards you. Oh, you slam them and you kick them. Here. In combo, you wait. Let me go. Okay, you slam them in combo, then you kick them once again to knock them back. Yeah, for some reason he has he has scarf. He uses the scarf, so yeah, that's unique enough. So I gave it a move slot. Why not? Super armor type shit. Double trouble. Yo, okay, that's my best work, but it's funny. I made a mistake underestimating you, but you're responsible for drawing out this power of mine. So I'm combining two scenes. Fighting clone with half his power, although he takes damage from the clones too, so it's like that makes sense for his stocks. But yeah. A real body appears behind, and he activates both strongest in the universe wish eyes. Split, yeah. Then he activates both eyes. This is like Sharingan. Yo, this is dead ass Sharingan. Anyway, yeah. Keep away. Instant transmission utility. Magic shield passive. Same as see-through world passive. Yeah. Same passive base plus magic shield. But hit, it wasn't blocking. Though he big green shield that knocks back close enemies. For a few seconds, canceling whatever. So he will be canceling his moves. They can be guard broken by a GB, a guard break, or 25 plus damage. Kind of OP, I'll admit, because it's basically a free evasive sort of, or get off me burst. I don't know how I would balance this. Maybe make it a one-time use instead. Or a one-time effect. That's probably fair. Damn! Okay, Ultra Ego, damn, okay. Instant transmission, yeah, he gets Ultra transmission. He gets instant transmission too. So, yeah. But just, also the next M1 does double damage if they hit behind. Yeah. 15-second one. Alright, Infertile Soil. Oh, the naming, yo. I've been slamming them out. Oh, that's fine. Alright, you chop their throat, and then you point blank a barrage with the Ki. Youch. Alright, empty stomach and digestion. Oh, that's funny. Oh, this is just a weird telekinesis. Ki. Bada bing. Pew! Digestion. Oh, I'm only 12 damage is insane, but plus 8 on wall splat. So, okay, that's fair. Digestion, this weird telekinesis, exploding Ki barrage. Like, yeah, this is definitely a way to move. No other character has done this for some reason. Wait, Fiber Burst. Random bug finger guns with potent Ki for piercing shot that explodes on contact. And neutral is like, up to potentially 35 damage. Okay, so he fires a beam. Yeah. And then it follows up with a couple key shots and then teleports behind them, smacks them down twice. Yeah. So, Fiber Burst. Oh, that's a tough name. Like a burst gun, but with fibers, like cereal. Anyways, Seeds of Division and Seed Kabloom. Oh my god, Seeds. Oh, the naming, yo. Alright, the clones juggle. Yeah, you press again. You move. Yeah. Yeah, kick them twice, and clones form and start barraging the opponent with a bunch of ki blast. They're weaker, but they're duplicated, so it evens out. And if they're blocking, or if it's whiffed, or yeah, your main body, this is what it does to defeat gas, initially at least. Fires a point blank blast that knocks back and deals extra damage, but guard breaks and increases the cooldown too. Yeah, pretty cool move. Ultimate life starving extinction. Ooh, my god. It's like a life drain ki blast. Yo, what's kind of crazy? I mean, this entire thing's been spoilers, but I think this reduces his lifespan to 3 years. I mean, I don't know if it's this or like all the wish combined, but like this deadass reduces his lifespan to 3 years. That's actually insane. Yo, that's actually insane work. Okay, so how I made it is based on costs 50 awakening, but you lose 1 HP for each awakening that you don't have left. I think that's a fair enough trade-off. Maybe I could make it 75 awakening if it's kind of strong, so it's a 65 damage move, but it's not the easiest thing to land either. It's not like a guaranteed hit. So I think that's fair. Alright, Lord Boros. One of the only characters I care about from One Punch Man. So yeah, I think I did well enough for a guy with one fight, basically speaking. W game that definitely wasn't ass on release. Yeah. You know what's funny is that he's still like top 5, 6, 7 of One Punch Man even after all this time. So it kind of shows it's like an endgame boss that appears in the season 1 against the overpowered protagonist. Come, give stimulation to my existence. Again, custom intro against Saitama too. I don't know if that's necessary, but yeah. So he transforms from his armored state to his release state because we don't need to see a form that has no screen time whatsoever. Regenerating his arm. Yeah, I can't really think of another emote because obviously, like I said, 1 episode fight. Let's calm down. Overflow, overwhelm, concentrate biological on your fist line on the ground, blue explosion. Otherwise, yeah, so you can charge it for more damage and guard break. Yeah. Otherwise, you have this intense punch followed by a drop kick and on wall splats if they hit the wall before, so it's pretty good. Tough animation too, huh? Let's not forget. Thrill Chaser and Throne Ascension. Ooh, the naming, yo. Blitz the area and zigzag pattern of punches and kicks. In combo, you do a barrage. Otherwise, you spiral upwards and drag opponents with you for a last ragdolling uppercut. Yeah. So we have a barrage of intense blows, right? In combo, you do the barrage, like focus barrage for more damage. And otherwise, you can do the spiraling pattern upwards that drags opponents caught. So kind of like an anti-air, I think, of fighting games. Tough names too. Throne Ascension, yeah. Alright, Invasion and Conquering Hold. Teleport behind your opponent with your natural speed and smack them in the head for shocking strike. So kind of like all the way low damage move that can confirm off of anything and is somewhat usable neutral, right? Otherwise, you can have a more damaging combo extender, but it's only melee range or it's not damage to the ground. Yeah, I think you give a nice alternative. Why not? Yeah. And you have this complicated move. Dwarf Star Cannon is this chest beam that you have to charge up for a while, so it's not necessarily true in combo, but it does 25 damage if it fully hits. Pretty good. M2, you summon your minion, the guy that reforms a lot, and he pulls the opponent in and slashes them a lot. And I give it tandem, but you can't M1, but you can move around. So yeah, it's like it's your probably your high damaging combo extender, not combo extender, but ragdolling extender. And in the air, your other minion summons a bunch of block bypassing projectiles. I can really find a use for it, like in neutral, like. So yeah, I made a block bypass. If it hits, it hits, I guess. Make the spread a bit wide. Meteoric Burst, yes sir. Doing this places enormous stress on my body. Meteoric Burst! That's not how it sounds, I know. You're going to be latent energy directing his body, creating lavender aura, bursting with dark bolts, and brings greedy exponentially, yeah. He powers up. Who would have thought? Rush down, grappler, movement speed increase, 50.5, lane regeneration passive, ultimate move requiring 150 points. Yeah, so if he reaches 0, kind of like Guts, he re-heals for 80 awakening, but if this happens again, he does die. Or HP will be reduced to 10 automatically if it's above, and he can't gain awakening. So it's like he depowers automatically, regardless if it's even if this passive doesn't trigger, you don't take any damage, you will still be lowered to 10 HP because of the strain of Meteoric Burst. I think that's fair. That's why I gave it 3.5 damage and once too. Alright, Domination Meteor. Oh, the simple naming scheme is really fire, yo. Alright, punch them into a barrage of kicks and punches that stuns or knocks back. Alright, Meteor, I took the ABA move, he rises into the air and slams, crashes onto the ground. Just for some move variety, I think Boros can definitely do this stuff, even though he never showed this, or he showed like only a couple moves in the one fight he has, but you know, this is definitely something he can do. Hyper Armor, oh I give Hyper Armor, damn. Yeah, I have my High Whiff and Lego, so yeah. Alright, Subjugation and Satellite. Grab the opponent, swing, toss in the air, and then you give him the Axe Smash, yeah. Why not? Otherwise, you have Satellite, oh the tough naming. We have Domination, Subjugation, we have Meteor, Satellite, like, oh, I'm such a poet, bro. This is the Air Punch he does, followed by the Moon Kick, but in combo he only does a Moon Kick, which evens out the same amount of damage in Ragdoll, but the only difference is that this can grab off of walls, so probably better for that one situation. Whereas you punch a Shockwave forward, for some reason, this is what they came up with in the game, that's unique. But yeah, you give him the knee of doom, like Gon. Yeah, kind of like Gon. Yeah, but like not a counter. Constellation, mix of both. Not a mix of both. I lied. It's mostly outer space. Disappear from the map, leaving just delivered. Constellation doesn't really follow the naming scheme of subjugation, but it does follow satellite. So disappear from the map before leaving continuous lavender trails of bristling, speedy tackles all around the area in front of you. So kind of like AoE barrage. Simple. Ignore what happens right after this in the fight, yo. UF obliteration. Oh, the naming. And the one's planetoid. So aiming lacking your large ship to drop nukes all around the map. So kind of like yeah. That's probably a bit strong for pubs, but I only made it do 24 damage with 30-second cooldown at the very least. Otherwise, you charge up big key blast to say the least. This movie did an ASTD. I feel like you could have used one that's more in combo suited, but I get a high end lag to prevent combo extension. Yeah, but loses armor in combo. All right, and collapsing star, roaring cannon, 70 damage, almost as much as Mugetsu. Probably pretty similar to Mugetsu, but in this case, his debuff is that his waking ends. Although I don't think this would have killed him necessarily if Saitama didn't fight back and destroy his crystal, but I think he would definitely be drained at the very least. Ends your awakening, so it applies the 10 HP debuff for sure, but I don't know if I would make it better. Would it have a better hitbox than Mugetsu? Maybe, maybe not. But it could probably do as much damage with, since probably his debuff is probably better, worse in a sense. But yeah, I don't think 75 damage is necessary. 70. I'm gonna give it a middle ground. Why not? Yeah, that was more. It was pretty tough, I would say, for a character one fight. I think I cooked pretty well. Moving on to the other new gens besides MHA, you have Demon Slayer here. I've only made Tengu and Muzan, but Muzan's like a bunch of spoilers, so I think I'm gonna go for this guy. Which I've recently realized he's probably the prestige over Kokushibo. But I mean, I can understand if someone doesn't agree, but yeah. It is what it is. This guy has 4 stances. I'm not sure how I can make it more interesting besides a simple stance switch. Maybe like if you die, you switch to a different path. Emotion clone automatically. And then, yeah, so you have 1 per stock. Something like that, yeah. Anyways, Rami. Oh yeah, this guy's kind of complicated, yo. Arc was kind of mid, but I think the powers were cool. That's why I focused on him. So, Upper Moon 4, the main antagonist of Swordsmith Village arc. So scary. Oh my days, bro. Because that's awkward. Yeah. This guy, he's a pussy. We know this, yo. Alright. Yeah, upper crawling red light. Yeah. Okay, one of your clones fights besides you as a tandem to change your 1, 2, 3. So not a full stance switch, because obviously he didn't do that much in a single arc. But yo, still I found some good stuff thanks to Hinokami Chronicles 2. Anger, Pleasure, Joy, Sorrow in that order. Real body, when you reach 0 health, you have 10 HP and you can't use other moves. Orai's body disintegrates, revealing a shrunken Hantengu. You can't M1 or block, but you can still attack with your clones. It's probably a bit strong, but I mean, like, you're still dead, basically, so it's not like you're evasive. You're probably still in the combo, even if the body disintegrates. I should probably specify that. Anyway, bunch of I'm yapping when I'm talking about play styles. That's really funny. Alright, Chain Lightning. Yeah, game moves for the win. Yeah, row of Thunderbolts. Yeah. High voltage, the world. Slam your staff down and AoE discharge that can stun, and then you can press it again for a second there, like in the game. God damn, yeah, that's big. So you can do like a knockback version, I suppose, or ragdoll in this case. Has some common values from other time and a bit away from you. Yeah. Pole Conduit. Stab your opponent with triple. So basically a melee ranged direct move that ragdolls. Yeah. Yeah, melee move with super armor, sure. And finally, this is the move that all the clones share. Resentful Grasp and Outburst. Sunch for this is your combo extender, just like a squeeze. The thing you try to do against Tanjiro. Otherwise, you have this quadruple slash into ground slam that the game gave, and like that's kind of tough, yo. Did I give it hyper armor? I think. Yeah, short. Yeah, super armor. Okay. Okay, M1 to end the move early with the last. The end move with the last hit early. Fair enough. Yeah. So by itself, not too impressive, but this guy has 3 other stances. So Karaku, Zoner. I mean, I say Zoner, but not really, yo. Violent Gust. This blow he does against Muichiro, but knocks back. Fan Autograph. Oh, that's some tough name. Oh my god, I know, but like, yo, that's so tough. Oh. Anyway, Fan Autograph. You leap up and then you do a down slamming projectile of air. Which, yeah, this guy was low-key beating them up, yo. Hey, not bad. I think I gave it guard break. I mean, fair enough, yo. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Gale Kick. This is very similar to Anger clone, but I mean, I can't really find anything else, so. And that's kind of tough as an animation. Could be a grab, too. Super Armor, Close Range, Inflicts Bleed. Yeah. And the Force to save. Alright, Rogi moveset. Joy Demon. Or Pleasure, I forgot which one was. Rush Down. Rush Down, and I gave him 2 projectiles. Like, whatever, man. Charge up Powerful Screech for your throw. Fire, yeah. The Soundwave Blast. Youch! Tanjiro's getting wiped. Alright. I have super armor. Oh shit. I mean, yeah, but you probably have high end lag, so yeah. Ankle audio, split off your 2 feet as clones. Yeah, I was just making anything at this point. Yeah, so they're like a little clone tandem sort of move, low damage but high pressure. That's just because that's like one of the only unique things he does. Wait, I didn't give him any game moves. Oh, that's kind of insane. 10 HP. Alright, diving feast, barrage of talons, followed by a last bigger slash or dive. Yeah. Now make use of his winged body and bird-like appearance, because yeah. That's a better third move than the other two. Aizetsu, yo, this guy does not do oh my days. I had to get him 2 game moves. Alright, Weeping Spear is the only technique he does. Drive your spear forward, the 4 ripples of energy. Yeah. This is his signature ability, I suppose. Guard breaks close. Damn, that's crazy. Bakugo, I wouldn't take that disrespect. Alright, tier 4 execution, as in tearing apart 2. Slam your spear underground, create a small crater. Yeah, bang, bada boom. I think that's fine as a move. And stat swipe, yeah, stat swipe. Just a big fuck you slash. Like, I don't know what else to say. Alright, basically not bad. 4 stances of variety. I tried to pretend they had different playstyles, but you know, it's probably like, yeah, jack of all trades, really. Alright, so Hakuten, you awful villains. Only brutes torment the weak, you awful villains. Wait, he's a child? He's supposed to be an angry child, so, I mean, a hateful child, so,
Only brutes torment the weak, you awful villains!
Hell nah. Alright, it's like, yeah. Maybe I should make it, yeah, it's the anger clone absorbs all the clones and they fuse into the big one. Alright, extended 5th M1s. I forgot I got lazy, but you probably have a special up tilt and down slam too. Based on Hinokami Chronicles, you can just find the, you know, the air combo and the ground combo. But yeah, extended range, maybe 6 damage too. Yeah, 6 damage. Immortal clone, yeah. Same as base, but he keeps Hantengu slash the small version concealed, so you have to beat up the awakening first. And then he can regenerate too, but if it happens twice, I think automatically goes into a depowered state. So it's not like, yeah, so you end your mode depowered if you lose a stock or you're supposed to die. Yeah. Like, yeah, so he covers, yeah. Alright, Thunderbolt Roar, just this AoE aimable projectile. Like, I don't know how did Mitsuru parry this? Yo, like, yeah, Demon Slayer author is like, she was like tripping. Yo, I don't know how they're fighting this. Bro, this is only Upper Moon 4 too. Like, yo. It's really Upper Moon 1, that ass. Like, if we're being for real. Or a 2 at least. Crazy Cry of Thunder that. So in the game, they made it like a grab. So I made like, yeah, a grab. And then they channeled both the lightning and sonic waves. For a Big Daddy Blast, sure. And compressed sound waves. Yeah, iconic move he did against Mitsuri that she somehow survived. I mean, I know why she survived, but yeah. One of the only moves he did. So yeah, this is your combo extender. He does. Oh, that's low-key tough, yo. This is tougher than like Broly's mouth beam. Not gonna lie. You can debate me in the comments if you want, yo. Alright, countless striking trees and rooted conduits. I don't know if rooted conduits. I should probably change that. But anyway, I forgot what's the other move. In game, they're called Thunder Beasts. So 4 larger dragons. They all chomp and they gain auto aim and combo. But I guess it's gonna be like a 4-hit auto aim projectile. I think they can always have auto aim because that's what they were trying to do in the show too. They make it blockable. Did I make it blockable? Guard break? Ooh. Yeah, if it's auto aim, you can't really guard break, I guess. And the other one's more complicated, so I'll just go over. So you summon 4 dragons behind you, and then you can choose like a boss fight with lower cooldowns. They're not sacrificing all your cooldowns. If you press 1, does a row of splitting thunder, then ragdoll, stun, and knockback. So with lower damage, but it's like kind of like boss battle, you can do all of them at the same time for all your cooldowns. But yeah, it's not like too OP. It's like a triple delayed auto aim projectile that ragdolls. This is oh. Alright, this is the sound one. This one stuns, frontal beam, and this is the default one. Whenever you use 4, this will fire off at the end, but you can fire. Not like this. More spread, like blockable, but have it make a bigger spread, like in the game. Well, one of the moves he does in game, but not in the boss fight. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, you can read it for yourself. But that would be a really cool move to implement. But I don't know. Yeah, and I gave it a normal version and countless striking trees if it's too complicated for Robloxians. You know, classic ABA minds. You know. Anyway. Alright, Ultimate Echoing Thunder, just like the game. Like, just a big AoE explosion that looks really sick, and I actually really like this ultimate, and I wish it had more aura, and I wish he actually did something in the arc, and I wish he had an actual character to him. But yeah. I don't know about the startup activation, though, because this is very generic. This is the same as this 2. I guess, like, a frontal wood dragon could work, and then leading into the animation, but yeah. Ignite! Echoing Thunder! Yo, he never did this shit, but we ball. Skins Hashirama, because obviously he's a cooler wood user than Hashirama. Don't at me. We also have Kalmi Woods, Giorno Giovanna, sure. We have Green Bull, we have Yamato from Naruto. So we have Hanami. Yo, Hanami for sure. Yeah, Disaster Curse. Like, yeah, we get off that. We get off them. He actually has more moveset than them. And Revenant from Pokemon, because this is actually, yo, I mean, it's copyright, but, that's actually, those are some tough skins. I low-key cooked. Moving on to JJK. I only did one, and it's not my best work, but let me explain myself. Why I made it like Jogo with his other Disaster Curses is that there were only like 6 or 7 movesets on the server by the time I wanted to make him, and he's the only character I really care about from JJK to add. So I tried to make it a bit more unique, and I think it kind of worked. Like, here, we'll give it a quick read. That shouldn't be too long. Elemental Fists. I forgot how his dub voice sounds. This is hardly anything. Yeah. How strong are Sukuna fingers? There we go. Yo, you low-key tough. You low-key tough. Anyway. Huh? What? These interactions? I made him eat 10 fingers. Did I write this? Oh, that's crazy. Yo, never mind. You don't get to give me orders, Mahito. You guys, always the debate. Who is the stronger one of the two? I mean, obviously it's Jogo, but yeah, some people will disagree, I suppose. Against Gojo, don't tell me I wounded your pride. Oh, yeah. Ignore the spelling there. Yeah, I think he says that in their fight. Some Roblox advertising of Charter Crisp as Jogo lands on battlefield. Yo, that would be tough. Yeah. I don't know what. Yeah, this scene. Soccer with Jogo's head. I don't know how that would work. Oh, yeah, because it's a tandem. Especially with his fire, water, and wood. Whatever that means, yo. Ignition, purple palm, dash water, bit with your hands outstretching. Yeah, combo extender. Otherwise, you can do the follow-up for more damage. Oh, it's only 10 burn. Damn. I guess now it's 5 burn plus 5 damage. So, I'm too lazy to fix those. You guys can just make the change for yourself. Yeah, this weird purple strike he does against Gojo that actually looks pretty tough, I would say. Yeah, but it knocks back in this case. I should probably make it do more damage. Yo, wait. Well, I mean, like, 10 plus 15. Yeah, that's what I meant. So, yeah, you can do that instead of an M1 combo. Ember Insects, Tectonic Trap. Stronger, yeah, the auto aim insects. From your dome. It plays down Volcano, and the Volcano Trap he does against, and then against walls, it becomes 2 with increased damage, right? That's what I meant. 1824, yeah. So, yeah, situational extender. This probably on wall splats, that precise stat. I try to add that it does on wall splat enemies, but yeah. Alright, domain amplification. This is a tandem beauty. The Jogo and Hanami do a double punch. Yeah. That nullify techniques, I guess. Charge forward with this blazing uppercut. Oh yeah, the weird move from Curse Clash too. Oh, this is so goofy. Yo, this is so goofy. Yeah. This is like, this is a nothing burger attack. But I mean, Wii Ball, Ashen Burial. Oh, the naming's so tough. Domain amplification, modern style super armor mobility, increasing attack with short moderate range and breaks through armor for high stunning melee strike or motionless dragon combo. Yeah. Flower Swamp. I just gave. Yeah. Hanami creates the loving field. I don't really know how to include the flowers, so I just did that, and I gave it the Dagon suck with the. Oh my days, that's actually so funny. Spewing out the remains. Yeah, this is like, yeah. There you go. You got creative, yo. Yeah. Disaster Curse Awakening. Yo, this is a tough. Yo, this is actually tough. I don't know how I found this art, but yeah, they all power up. Rage, Thrill, and Grief. Oh my days, bro. Oh my god. That's really funny. Yeah. So Jogo gets the Enraged, Magma, Lava, whatever you want to call it. Hanami removes their arm band thing, and the Dagon becomes mature. Yeah. I don't know the logistics of this awakening, but that would actually be really tough to see side by side. I arranged that. Well, I gave him like a triple stand switch. Oh yeah, I remember now. Oh my god, this is literally a prestige at this point. Super armor on switch, movement speed boost. All right, boiling point. Yeah. The magma blast, volley followed by the bigger blast. Yeah. Vesuvius clasp. Oh, the naming. Want to say? Ooh. The lava hand clap he tries to do against Sukuna. With a really tough anime only scene. Ring of fire. Yeah, this weird magma thing ring he does. AOE. And it leaves cool magma up, whatever it calls it. Yeah, it's supposed to like ragdoll them upwards or knocks back. Kind of weird move, yeah, I know. Triple threat. This is a shared move. So Hanami go last fight of the machine scenes in front of you. Dagon monster water orb. And your own concentrated beam of sizzling fire. So okay, flowers, flesh buds that fire off for some reason. And then Dagon does this water orb. And then you fire off the thing that was supposed to clash against Fuga, but then he got off screen. Yeah. That's low-key a really tough move, yo. I'm proud of myself. Carver Coffin. It's on a roof from the ground to ensnare opponent's foot. Throw against some paling wood spikes that form behind. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was a cool move. I mean, ignore the fact that Hanami did it against themselves, but sure. Alright. Where's my second move? I guess the third move. We just skipped something. So massive wooden roots emerge from the ground, smash on your desired location, large appendage. Yeah, cool wood manipulation, sure. Hyper armor. Pale implant. Should have 3 roots in front of you, and then followed by this big spike thing. All right, that works. Good. Yeah. This thing they tried to do against Todo and Yuji. Yeah, then pale. All right, triple threat, then Dagon, Seabed Maw. Yeah, there's a bunch of piranhas, followed by the triple eel. Oh yeah. So it brings them back forward and then backward with the eels. Sinking screams, long-reaching eel from chest cavity, and then drags your opponent down to this massive isopod. Sorry, gallistopod. Death Swarm, this extender, a range multi-hit projectile barrage extender. Yeah. I should add this. I think this would. Yeah, I don't know why. The GIF I did not cut for some reason. Triple threat and the ultimate maximum meteor first. Big AOE attack, 30 damage on explosion, 45 on direct hit. Yeah, iconic move. Otherwise, you have your other one, 3-way domain ecosystem. So when I tried, now calling games just got animated. So, okay, so they all use their domain expansion. Yeah. So one side's fire, one side's plants, one side's water, whatever you want to call it. Triple domain expansion. Okay, canceling your super armor, entering domain. Okay, 3 separate regions, like slice like cake. So bypassing damage up to 30. Hanami drains awakening meter for yourself over time up to 30, and Dagon's domain halves opponent speeds and disables their jump. And your auto aim moves become your 3s become auto aim moves. In their respective regions. A bit complicated, I'll admit, but yeah. High school uniforms, capeless, fan art, whatever that means. Oh my god, bro. Second-hand embarrassment. Alright, Misc. I've done some, yeah. You guys know Jin, Mori Jin, and this is like the main antagonist, but there's a lot of spoilers too. So my favorite one, because, it looks 2 entire lengths. I think I'm gonna scroll over this quickly, but skip a little bit ahead if you want to see something else. Because, those who know will appreciate this, but I don't want to bore you guys with this. I have to read 100 chapters though, so, this took me some effort. More effort than anything Red did in related to SU probably, so. Longinus. Yeah. Yeah, I got high school fans will really appreciate this one, I'm sure of it. Although it's probably never getting added because the anime just went nowhere for some reason. No season 2, terrible first season in terms of pacing. It was probably a promotion anime kinda. That kinda makes sense, because I heard this from someone. Use a bell. Yeah, this guy like Buddha, like the Christ, savior, of humanity. Yeah, it's it goes deep. It goes deep. Alright, there's a bunch of summons too, yeah. Monkey! And a dragon even. Yeah, and then he has another stance, because they include all the moves he did, or a lot of them, yeah. Oh no, spoilers! Whoa! Yeah, the spears. Alright, awakening. The art spot. Yo, this is some tough. Yeah, this guy just absorbs Buddha for himself. Yo, that's actually insane work. I don't even know his voice actor, how he'd sound like. Oh, tough art. Yeah, Mujin, as in Gojo's Infinity, right? Something, I think? Something like that, right? Mugen, yeah. Counter evasive, yeah, sure. Stand switch, martyr. Yes, I will kill myself. Wait, YouTube, don't demonetize that. Alright, scroll reincarnation. Oh, yeah, I gave him a bunch of stuff for sure. 1,000 prayers. Oh, the naming, once again, pilgrimage, man-made scar. Yo, this guy just does Ichigo Dangai on you, but on another planet. That's actually really tough. Stigmata. That's the actual name of the move, I think. A big cross of doom. Avatar Malice. And this Judgment Day. I call it Judgment Day. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I have to. Yeah. The other stance more focused on pubs and teams. Astro Voyage. A crash between 2 planets, and yeah, you have to downscale this a lot for SU for sure. But this is tough. This is actual universal scale, deadass, or galaxy at the very least. Fairy Colony Break. Yeah, the weird auto aim. Yeah, and they can merge. They can combine and pierce through. Also, we have Light. You just light big beam of doom and despair. It eclipses planets, but in SU, I mean, yeah, I'm not, obviously not. He has a mini version for in combos. Bing, Rusty Falling Blade, oh, so tough. Makes a big daddy weapon. Buffs M1s and such. And you can teleport behind staff or combo start. Cool. Alright, White Rusty Falling Blade. Wild Rusty Falling Blade. Okay, so this is one of his ultimates. He becomes M1 Demon, no moves, which is actually canon to the final fight of the series. He moving forward, yeah, he combines. Oh, this is so tough, bro. Actually, like the spear, the Longinus, the true Longinus spear. And then you die at the end of like 1 minute. But you come an M1 Demon with extended range, faster M1s, all that. Otherwise, you have a Pubs, Destroyer, the triple blue giant. Once it has to be nerfed because these are literally 3 supernovas. But I mean, yeah, that'd be tough. Wi-Fi, post injuries, complete god, whatever the fuck this is, biblically accurate abomination, I suppose. Every resurrection, yeah, Mandioc, sure. Oh yeah, that would work too, yeah. Anyways, those who know, they'll like it. I got Gun Park too, but yeah, it's like, oh, I have to read a lot, but not necessarily the best movesets out there because there's no anime to them. Well, Tower of God Season 2, but like that's barely. We still have much to go. Their main fights are like much later, so don't expect much. Yes, guys, Ultra Instinct, bro. Alright, Ryuga, a character everyone knows probably. Beyblade better than Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, so I mean, they're at the GOAT fight easier, not copyrighted too, and fairly more popular, less model heavy than Yu-Gi-Oh! I think this is a safe bet. Everyone knows this because the Black Air Force Energy aura memes resurfaced and gave Beyblade a second win, so let's capitalize off of that, gang. I didn't give him a ranked intro, sure. Ryuga charge on battlefield. Oh, this is so tough. Yeah, I mean, ignore the FPS, but like, yeah, he crashes with like a dragon. Yo, this is so tough. Yeah, then he catches his dragon, it's his Beyblade, and he gets ready to launch it. Yeah, type shit. El Drago, yes sir. Let it rip. So basically you have tandems, but you have to watch the stamina bar. Yeah, I don't know, it's not necessarily the most necessary gimmick, because I didn't make it too unique, but I think it's fine. I try to make it balanced at the very least. So it's like a bit like real life. You shoot a Beyblade, you command moves to do, and you can like M1 during it, so yeah. And you have a little counter to regain some stamina, like just like El Drago does against the right spinning base, clockwise. Alright, Soaring Bite Strike, Soaring Constriction, so Knockback Ragdoll. Yeah, there's a bunch of like avatar manifestation moves for the Beyblade. And this one you goes upwards and like bites onto them like a serpent, more like a reptile. Alright, Lightning Breath and Lightning Tri-Hydra. Yeah, Blast of Energy. The quality, the pixels are really bad on this one, but it is what it is. And it's like triple thing he does, and this is in space, by the way. Yeah. Siphoning Maw, All-Consuming Vortex. So this is like your extender that also drains some stamina and buffs your next move's damage by 30%. And this is just an AoE, like a knockback, get off me move. Yeah. That does more damage than Ragdoll on a direct hit. Where's the... Oh, FPS. Yeah, I have to watch... Yo, watching all these fights is looking a bit tiring, but we overcome. Soaring Destruction was actual named moves. Yeah, this weird like twister, upwards, downwards, slam in combo will knock back with this. Yeah, this is actually really tough. Ginka plot Armor of Doom and Despair. That's why I don't want the protagonist. Well, we want the antagonist turned aura farmer. Alright, El Drago Destructor. So he skips an evolution because I have to combine both to give him like a more complete moveset because most of his fights are on the first season.
I will claim all the power in the world. That's the deal.
This voice actor is really funny in English, at least. Yeah, it shoots into magma fire, and it guys just evolves like, yeah, this is like really funny. This is really funny when you think as a child, if you watch this, and like, yeah. Ultimate, yeah, Soaring Supernova, Soaring Sniper. So one is like it's like Renji's move. Yeah. I to be honest, I made a guard break. Oh, okay, so it's probably delayed all the way. And there's like something you don't even have to launch your Beyblade for. You can just use it off the bat. So it's a big long range sniping projectile. Scorching Destruction and Drago Meteor, Pokemon reference, yo. Alright, this wave of fire, blast of fire that goes upwards. And this is like yeah, this is kind of weird. Yeah, 3 blasts of fire and then a bigger one. I don't know why. They got creative. Because obviously in real life, we're not doing all that. Yeah, Avatar, like, just, yeah. He's just aura farming for the sake of it. Heat Storm Gyration. El Drago accelerates area. Yeah. It, like, goes around the area and then he creates a pillar of flames because he can. Yeah. The logistics are like, yeah. I mean, don't wrap your head around that. Alright, Supreme Flight and Life Destructor. His actual canon moves I have to like made into one move slot for some reason. This is really cool. Ignore the pixelation. 12 million views on YouTube, by the way. Yeah, wraps around the opponent, bites them, and they explode. So enhanced version of base, really. And this is just a frontal projectile, tackle, knockback. Yeah. Both have mighty aura. Supreme Life Destructor, not necessarily a necessary ultimate, but you know, this is iconic. His last fight, where it looks like he dies. He puts out his first and last high difficulty fight. One of the only 2 losses in the series too. So you have to. It's just a frontal projectile. Like yeah, it's not necessary like I said, but it's like cool. Ryuta, Flashback, Metal Fusion, Metal Masters, and Dark Ryuga. So those who grew up with Beyblade, I'm sure they'll find some nice stuff within this moveset, and I think it'll actually be successful in SU unironically, even if it's not shonen necessarily or a fighting anime that's not geared towards children, but you know. Anyways, that's about it for movesets. So before we leave, I'd like to conclude everything and offer some words as I part with the SU community. Some bad, mostly good. So stick around for that. Nitrogenic cord, I'm leaking my own server that I only use for myself. Alright, while I conclude the video, let's just go over some of these. Those 184 stars I used. That's on the Polnareff moveset, like I said. Alright, who knows? If it hits 200, someone let me know on the server, from the server, because that'd be cool. So alright, when you go Nitrogenic, you see all these. Diavolo, I didn't put an image, unfortunately, but these are all my starboards in order from Polnareff, Endeavor, Jolene, Boros, Nagato, Kizaru, Ulquiorra, Josuke, Toga, All for One, Stain, Overhaul, Diavolo, Minato, and Hantengu. And there's like Flashfire variant in rework. Shoto was after Minato or before, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was after. In order, yeah. You see what the dates. Oh yeah, the Gap, Polnareff, and then Endeavor, and then much later I started locking in movesets with Jolene, and then even later, oh yeah, I got 5 starboards at the same time. That was like really tough at the time. Or only 3. Yeah, I had 5 starboards in a row in the channel. And starboards, like, you got 50 stars on the server. And, yeah. So I got 5 in a row. And then that shit, like, that streak disappeared when, like, 8 hours after. That was tough while it lasted, though. Okira, Josuke. Then Toga, MHA characters started coming in a bit late. Toga, someone's, like, bumping, or used to bump, like, every day. Some Toga fanatic. And it was a bit weird, but, hey, I appreciate the support, though. So, yeah, hopefully we can get some female characters in SU, for sure. Stain, Overhaul, and then we go back to Diavolo. Took a while for some reason. Then Minato and Hantengu, like Hantengu, like I said, was like a week ago or so. I was making these kind of this is really fun. I was making some pairings to promote movesets at the same time. It's like Polnareff, Stain, yeah, I'm tripping balls now. And Jolene, Toga, just women. Ultra Boros, that would be kind of tough as an update, but it's like alien forces of nature, sort of. Pain off run makes more sense. Mob boss type of leaders of organizations, right? To a certain degree. Around the same power level too. Mental, Kizaru, obviously, that's like obvious. I don't have to explain. That's a tough pairing. And Diavolo Overhaul is the same voice actor in English. And like mid-series, like mid as in like middle of series antagonists. Kinda, sorta. And mob bosses, once again, yeah. Alright, yeah, I was making, this is the original thumbnail idea. I'll admit it's not as good. But it was kind of tough. For me, it was kind of tough putting like all the characters in one, as many as I could to, so if you see a character you like, you'll click, right? And then you have like Josuke, Ulquiorra in the background. But yeah, I'll admit this one was better. This was the other one. This is like more finalized version. The Kizaru image is low-key not selling it at all. But yes, Josuke, Ulquiorra, Minato in the background. And Hantengu is fully covered, so you don't recognize him. Overhaul, like kind of in the middle. But I think this was alright. But hey, Mira, shout out Mira for telling me to make a better one. I was like releasing like 3 movesets at once, sometimes more, because I'm innovative, like I'm a genius like that, and I started with like all these randoms you see here, and Stain, just from Roblox games. It was really funny, like low effort but like kind of funny arrangements. And this is the second one, or like the first like real one. And then I started giving like similarities, short sight, and human antagonistic forces of nature. Yeah, with one eye, but not really because of granola. Really pushing it. Our favorite anime manga. Son of God, Servant of God, Sibling of God. Oh, no one understood. Sibling of God, because Pucci, Dio, gay item. And he's a sibling, or at least like a step sibling. Anyways, people didn't understand that. Anyway, movie antagonist, filler movie antagonists, like, I'm just pushing it. Yeah, that's just a waste of time, but I was pushing it. Toneri, not bad, though. God complex main antagonists, kind of pushing it. It was just like main antagonists, really. Conquer. You can see evolution, though. Our favorite new gen heteromorph heroes, yeah. Dark Shadow, Infernazo, chill on me, don't sue me, please. I didn't make any money off of using your thumbnails, please. I mean, I guess this video technically, but like, no, chill. Fierce Wakes Rabbit, Manual antagonist, God, high school, yeah, Lucas and Tower of God, and yeah, and I started using old movesets like Polnareff, and then Weather Report, Dragonist with main character potential. Like these are the goats. Like these are the 3 MCs, side characters to add on the JoJo roster. Besides maybe Gyro if he gets some stuff in the anime. Stone Ocean, yeah, I started reusing Weather Report, yeah, and Pucci, Jolene is finally used. And number 10, my anniversary one, and technically I did end it off on a good note with Cars, Ryuga, and Baryon mode Naruto, which I all showed in this video. So yeah, I'll take it. But yeah, let me know which one looks the best in terms of thumbnails and which one is the best in terms of like the actual character choices and roster on one image. Yeah. Now I have some shout outs to give because community, it's been ups and downs like anyone else. While these movesets might not go anywhere because of discriminatory situations I've faced in terms of moveset making on Discord, these are fun to make and have furthered me at least as a writer. And I think this is something I always wanted to do since ABA sort of, but ABA was like a low quality game and already had a bunch of picks. And then with Heaven's Arena, I tried some, but the suggestion methods were like really bad. So I don't even know if people were reading that or if devs were taking into consideration anything. Not to mention the updates were like really slow on like SU. So SU really was like my place to shine and blossom, and at least furthered my writing capabilities at the very least. And a lot of people support this. I have the most stars out of any person on the suggestions. And that's not just because people click. Yeah, some people click without reading. That's true. But they also see that I make good movesets. I make good suggestions. So please keep that in mind. Even if these characters get added eventually, I'd like for some of them to have inspiration from me. And I'm not looking for any incentives. This is all like volunteering, basically, like free work. But I appreciate that. This is my legacy. If you guys can continue to support it, at the very least, even if this doesn't go anywhere, it's by watching this video. And I appreciate you guys. With that being said, like I said, community has its ups and downs, and I want to reflect sort of without any editing, no sped up, no music, how some people have wronged me, but also appreciate a lot of people that along the journey of this 1.5 years. So I have a little list here. All right, I've been holding up WREN. Ugh, WREN. This guy, where do I even begin with WREN? I'm 100% sure I'm not the only one he's wronged. Obviously not, maybe not to this extent, but if other people have been wronged by him, do reach out. But look, let's start with the screenshot right here. Not even community manager, fucking spokesperson of FSU, head balancer, head moveset maker, whatever bullshit accomplishments you have, saying the N-word 80 times in public chats. 80. I don't even have to make this up. I thought this was like a 1 or 2 off time occurrence, but then 80 times. Yo, genuinely. Okay, this is not the actual N-word. It's just, yeah. I'm not offended by this personally. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend I am offended. But this guy is literally the spokesperson of SU. Why is he doing these N-word baits? This is not funny humor. Find a new shtick. Is it this hard, or are you fucking dumb in your head that you can't find any new material? What is this? If anyone else does this, if I do this, we're getting smited. But just because you're the Raz's acquaintance, like what kind of behavior is this? I don't even need to go over anything else if I wanted to. You have the gall to act all high and mighty, ego critical, your opinion's the only right one, correct one, on Discord. When you have no accomplishments, you only knew the right people at the right time online. Anyone can do what you do. Your balancing sucks. We already know this. You can't balance off. I mean, I'm not going to exaggerate and say that ABA has better balancing or whatever bullshit people can come up with. But your balancing leaves a lot to be desired. What is this? You can't balance a single character that releases, except like 1 or 2 exceptions. And then those who get nerfed severely stay that way, like Killua. Others don't, like Renji, Rukia, Johnny. Still busted as always. Even though, like, obviously, I have skill. But the average player doesn't. They're not going to be able to adapt like I do. So your balancing is terrible. You have, what, team of 20-something people. And then you end up making your own changes. And if you're not capable of convincing Raz, what is your purpose? You know him. He's your friend. If you can't convince him, you're worthless to the game. Anyone can do what you do otherwise. Give Tomato Balancer. God damn it. At least he shares the same language. What do? You demote me from Balancer because I'm focusing on characters that have reworks. Oh, I'm so sorry. The underpowered characters in the game get reworks. So that by that logic, we can't balance them. We have to wait for their reworks to come out instead of making a few quick, easy patches. I'm sorry, Todoroki. I asked for balances. This guy says, oh, he's getting reworked eventually. You fucking moron. You give him a random buff 6 months later. Ember Slide Guard Breaks doesn't do jack shit for the character. What is the logic? At that point, let Raz balance. Raz understands at least that balance is not that important to the game, to the point where at least ABA is unbalanced but funny in a sense. At least that's what people say. You're trying to do this in between where it's half balanced, half unbalanced, instead of being fully unbalanced or fully balanced. And that does not work to help the game. It's detrimental. Movesets are good. I'm not gonna glaze. But why the fuck am I getting cucked over moveset maker when I'm objectively good? This is not a matter of subjectivity or I like this person, I don't like this person. Because God knows nobody likes you outside of your echo chamber too. Quick note on why I keep using the term echo chamber to criticize these people is that outside of their niche friend group, if you go to the community, majority of the community, anyone outside that's not directly involved in the argument or conflict, a random passerby on the street, and you explain the situation, who has been more wronged? Who is in the right? Is it going to be me or Ren? And the answer is obviously me. So common sense prevails, but obviously it's kind of hard to do so when you're surrounded by bias. Basically validating your fuckwit behavior. And who puts you in charge when you have no accomplishments in real life? I don't know. I'm not saying I'm the best either at all my movesets, but you're invalidating like 100+ hours of work genuinely over personal feelings. You're calling them trash when you've read like 1 or 2 at best. I have the most stars, the most creativity, most movesets. I gave them passion and effort, 100% volunteering for SU. Nothing to do with incentives and whatnot. And that's invalidated because you don't like me. Well, nobody likes you either, but what can we do about it? Sorry, and then you're going to promote people who just started making movesets, who made one moveset that another guy can make 2, and it's going to get chosen over his. And you know who I'm talking about. Like, honestly, the only good pick you've had recently is fucking Red Holly. Like, but the others leave a lot to be desired. I'm 100% confident I can do what they do, at least equally, if not better. Especially for JoJo's MHA, the rosters I've shown here. All the characters I've shown here, I'm confident I did the best. Maybe not to your vision necessarily, but the best in the vacuum. And people love it. I know stars aren't the most accuracy and whatnot, I'll admit. But they are still consistent. I'm still consistently the most upvoted. I make side characters interesting. I go over games that are very niche. I make the gifts myself. I make the balancing. A lot of people don't do balancing. I do in my movesets. I go over properties. I give them academic level writing to explain how they work and function. But I guess that doesn't work because you don't like me. Who put you in charge? Like I said, Raz? Well, that's unfortunate. That's unlucky. You hold back the game. And I'm not just saying this for me, but you're gatekeeping it from Paperbag, from Super, from Ishen, and so many others and suggestions just to come up with your own ideas or promote the same 5 people who will glaze you forever. That's shameful. Stop gatekeeping. You are not qualified for this. I respect. I don't want to throw Octil on the bridge, but I could definitely do better than he did with one moveset that came in after 1 year. No offense. Oh yeah, he blocked me over me playing Bizarre Lineage. Fair enough. It's not a good game. He knows I don't like the game either. And he knows that I can't do this. I don't have the privilege to do the same to you because you make important announcements from time to time. Literally can't vote on important balancing announcements and whatnot because of this clown behavior. I don't interact in my tester general with this loser who plays Bizarre Lineage. But you play 3 hero shooters the entire day. You play Overwatch 2, Marvel Rivals, and Deadlock like a bum, unemployed bum. I know what you major in gives you so much free time that you have to spend it all chronically online. And then you have the gall to call me the slop player, to block me over playing slop when you do the same. Actual unbelievable behavior. And I'm not just me. He's blocked other people too over being dumb or not playing what he plays. Double standards. At which are insane levels of immaturity. Don't try to defend this with humor, because your edgy humor is repetitive, it's dull. If I don't find it funny, then how is that a valid reason? Just because you're in your echo chamber of friends doesn't mean that your humor is actually entertaining compared to mine or anyone else's. So don't try to make yourself all high and mighty in public chats with your N-word baits. Bleach is the best, Invincible is the best. Sure, those are fine takes in the vacuum. Studying in the program you want is fine in a vacuum. But don't act like an egomaniac when you're unaccomplished. In a vacuum, all of these traits aren't necessarily wrong or too bad or deep, but they add up to become the most insufferable person that literally gets on my nerves just thinking about him, even though we're no longer interacting. Like, I think that's a pretty telling reason. And I'm not the only one. A tester has literally leaked because of you, partial reason or possibly main reason because of your insufferable personality, you fucking asshole. So I'm not the problem. Your behavior is. And Batter is 100% right because you listen to him. He's younger than you and more accomplished than you'll ever be. More intelligent even. Grown-ass man for what? Your humor sucks. Your maturity sucks. Your ego sucks. Your balancing sucks. You are insignificant outside of knowing the right people at the right time online. So grow the fuck up, and I'm glad that I don't have to deal with your ass anymore. Because you are going to hold back SU so much if you continue at this rate. God, I can't believe this insufferable prick is the head of SU in a sense. He's not a dev. He doesn't actually do anything for the game besides a couple of movesets and balancing. So TLDR on Ren, he fucked me over for personal feelings when he himself is an accomplished brat, racist, immature in public, feetless, does not do his jobs properly, at least half of them, and the guy that just pisses people off for some really shitty humor. But if Makeshift Missile on Josuke was named after my moveset, I will be the better man and forgive you for all those insufferable months. So take care, buddy, and grow up. Anyways, that's the bad, but obviously there's more good than wrong, like I said. Most of the community loves me because I'm a tester that interacts and is objectively more funny. I got many DMs of people asking about me, so without further ado, alright, thank you Dante and Blenix for having some very fun 3-mans and testing, as in like, you know, the 1v1s and SU. Those were peak testing times. I really missed those, and that's why it's kind of unfortunate that they no longer happened even before I was gone. But those are some unforgettable times, and I hope you guys find success in the future. All right, thank you, Deshaun. We've known each other since Heaven's Arena, and you've been a cool fellow Canadian to me all the time, and I appreciate it. And I hope you can stay strong as a main tester, and you're a good friend. I'm telling you. Unk, thank you for being a funny fellow My Hero Academia fan. It's a pleasure. It's been a blast to interact with you. You're pretty funny. And I'll definitely miss some of these conversations. Let's keep up on Ultra Rumble. Thank you, Cloudlight, for being... I don't deserve it. You were literally so respectful and kind to me out of the blue. No reason. Like, my YouTube content's not that praiseworthy, but I really appreciate the favors you've done for me, and I'm going to miss interacting with you. I hope your YouTube finds a lot of success. And in that same vein, thank you, Mira SU. We didn't start off on the right foot necessarily, but that's on me. I really appreciate your content and how you've pushed SU's competitive scene and more like overall media scene, like in Infernasu's Void, the new greater heights. And while I have been jealous, I'll also admit that that's 100% deserved. So with my satirical jealousy aside, continue to strive forward with the SU grind, and looks like you're pretty set in life. So, and I appreciate the feedback you've given me and the interactions, and yeah, to help my own content. Thank you, Brian. Obviously, I've been kind of jealous. Brian slash True Revenge. I've been kind of jealous of your skill at SU, which I never reached really. But besides that jealousy, I really appreciate you keeping a competitive scene alive with tournaments and such. And it was really admirable to try to catch up to your level and whatnot. And how your DMs with me were probably some of the nicest ones, some of the most like understanding. And I really appreciate that. And I hope to see you as a tester, as a well-deserved tester over some of these other people. Thank you, Kins. You've been a really nice guy as an elo farm to my leaderboard ascension. I appreciate that, but honestly, besides that, it was really funny interacting with you and doing the 1v1s and whatnot, so I'll definitely miss those. Thank you very much. Bother, even though you switched up on me recently, which kind of hurts a little bit, I can understand where you're coming from, and so I do forgive you, and I do thank you for being a great community manager. I'll take you over Ren, even if they paid me $10,000, genuinely, because your behavior is one of a kind and really responsible and mature. Even though it may be a bit too much sometimes, but I can understand where you're coming from once again. So keep up the good work. And to answer your question you asked me long ago about why I'm not as sad and such, Huck from Balancer, from Moveset Maker, no main tester, I can understand why, but still it's something to add on to this. No mod. Personally, I think I could do a much better mod job than anyone in Chuck's Wave, or most people in Chuck's Wave, my high experience and whatnot, so I guess those were never considered, or maybe I'm too controversial in the community, I guess, but that's water under the bridge. But I just want to bring up how I never got any roles I actually wanted, and my YouTube content was not necessarily the best with SU, so it's not like a big loss, objectively speaking, and I'm a grown man. I have to move on. I'm in university now. I have better things to do than to waste my time on a game that doesn't fully appreciate my efforts. So it is what it is. I'll just miss the community most of all. And the gameplay was really fun, keeping me on Roblox all this time. But I understand I understand what I did wrong. Thank you, Sabo. We've never really interacted, but your skins have genuinely been a lifesaver for the game in terms of like content. Like really good work overall. I have nothing to say else that besides the fact that you're doing very good work for SU, and I hope it continues to thrive. Keep up the good work. And most of all, thank you, Raz. I know this might be a bit weird after coming after like two people close to you, and you guys have similar humor, but the difference is that you always kept it real, always been consistent, and you've related to me on personal stuff like the gym or working out. That I really appreciate, having some sort of like human interactions outside of like the Roblox or anime contexts, right? You really deserve to be called the GOAT. And I apologize. I'm sorry if your opinion of me changed. That definitely hurts, stings a little bit, but I can understand, and I genuinely hope for the best for your game going forward, and that you'll never burn out and keep SU alive. I know it might be weird for me to say. Maybe I'm just coping. Maybe I'm just hoping. But I genuinely mean it, that I wish you all the success, because you're locked in real life. You're locked in on SU. You know what you want, and you're very talented. And so, even though I don't really like the people around you much, I know that it's your game at the end of the day. So, it's going in the right direction as long as it's in your hands. And once again, thank you for making the best Roblox game I've ever experienced in the past couple of years. It's been really nice. It's been a nice run. So anyways, thank you to the community, a bunch of people maybe I forgot or whatnot. And if you guys ever want to interact with me outside of the server, I mean, go for it. If you want to support this video, I'd really appreciate it, because like I said, I've been cucked by this immature, irresponsible, egomaniac, unaccomplished brat, WREN. So these 100+ hours of movesets are not going anywhere, unfortunately. So if you guys can support it just by watching, sharing the video, or even bumping my suggestions on the Discord when I'm not there, and somehow getting these in, I'd appreciate it. And this is farewell. It's been a long day without you, my friend, but I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began, but I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you one day, I can feel the cold in my veins. Never felt so lonely, never felt so afraid, yeah. Willing to freeze time and space to solve my problems, but now it is too late. The next day I can feel the heat burning through. Never felt so angry towards WREN. Willing to make my scorched temper every problem I faced. I thought I was solving a conundrum, but I was just creating a red herring. It's nitrogenic, yeah, nitrogenic. Nitrogenic, yeah, nitrogenic.